Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Zelda Speedruns, where today we've got for you all some more Majora's Mask Randomizer Zora Easter Tournament semi-final action. This is JustSam versus Eris game number 2. Joining me on comms today, we have Spec and Ookies. How are you two doing?
I'm doing
Hello, hello.
great. Hi, guys.
Doing good too. Waiting for one of the future grand finalists here.
Oh, are we actually which round is this even?
Wait, what?
Which round is this even? Let me check.
This is semifinals already. One of these
It is
runners is
semifinals.
gonna advance to grand finals and face me.
Oh, that's right. Oh boy. Do you have any preference for who you'd like to come up against?
I gotta say, I've been seeing some high level stuff from both runners after watching game one, and Eris definitely benefited from some thoroughness. I mean, can't talk about the. I'm not gonna talk about the results itself, but I don't know. I kind of don't think I have one because like Ares historically has been, on the top tier of MMR, like basically MMR. I think she plays A Link to the Past too, and Sam plays both Majora and OOT. But I think he's up there as well.
Yeah, I think so. And I mean, certainly he's done well enough this tournament. But yeah, these two have quite different styles. We'll see how that works out this game. Of course, it totally depends on the seed. I'm not even sure which openers they use. I imagine Eris would just do the same as always, but we'll see.
I think we're gonna be seeing a double observatory again.
Yeah.
Just when I started to think observatory is not good anymore, and then a lot of people start using back again. People who used to open south or other stuff. That's very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, Observatory is always king. I certainly always do it anyway.
All right, I didn't
It's
see.
just not great to get Observatory later, I think, but, it's whatever.
We got a lens in the clock tower entrance, and the straw roof is a big chest from the cutscene. Cafe here. It was very fast. I don't think he has anything.
Yeah, I could not see it, but
I saw a red rupee in his face, but I didn't see the pennant.
yeah. Okay, that's a very nice start. Best explosive for sure.
Slightly out of logic explosives, and it will benefit the observatory openers, which one of the problems is not having bombs on your first go, and it's always nice when you get it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Then you never have to go back to hideout again. It's perfect.
One thing I
But
did
yeah,
when...
the pendant was a heart container, by the way.
So no cafe at all this seed. Yeah, in Blitz, one of the things I personally did is if I got a bomb bag in this little South Clocktown North section, I immediately defaulted back to Observatory rather than doing other stuff, because it's really good in general.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the likelihood is not that high. I mean, I don't think I've ever really see bombs early on, at least not this early. But, I mean, regardless, Observatory is just a great opener, and it's no surprise that both of these runners are going for it. But I think at the end of the day, South Opener and Observatory, they just, they come together relatively early anyway, so it's kind of a gamble either way, I think.
They're king and queen, I guess. And speaking of out of logic stuff, we got a third bottle, the milk one, on the single 5 rupee check. And we got a room key waiting for us on the 40 rupee one, which might get picked up in Road to Swamp for 20 rupees. That's the item that the two locations for that single item. And they definitely should be keen on that because it's gonna be a good hotel trip by getting that room key first.
Oh yeah, for sure. I could not see what hideout chest was, if it was junk or not. Oh, actually, it must have been, because they both have bombs.
Yeah. So it's a little
Yeah,
bit interesting on the micro level when they're gonna decide to pick up that room key because they're not gonna necessarily have a distance weapon for the little swamp trip. And a lot of times after you save old lady, there are situations where you are not present in North Clock Town during the daytime at all. uh, towards the for the entire first cycle.
oh yeah, for sure.
So you would think this is an easy item to regrab, and it probably will be. They might force daytime back again after saving old lady rather than doing other stuff. But yeah, it's not so simple. It's simple, but not so simple.
No. What was that? Oh, that was Letter to Mama on Bank 3.
So our first of the two sometimes hints. We got Bank 3 with Letter to Mama. Not required. A very good not required item to have, as hinted.
Yeah, for sure. It's, I mean, at least you can... Oh, actually, no, because you would need Cafe's Mask. Yeah, it's great to get.
Also, one thing that both runners did, they let time pass when watching the scrub because the observatory item wasn't anything. And when they warped back to Clocktown, Postman was right ahead, coming from, what's it called? Oh, Eris just screwed up the room key.
Oh!
You can't get it again if you do this, right?
I don't think you can. Yeah, no, you can't. Wait. Isn't it just better to reset?
No, you have these issues of the thing not being open.
Oh,
we got
no,
an early night one opener unintentionally, but that's
boy.
the versions.
Well, this is cool. At least their routes now diverge, you know?
That is a big surprise. And the Stray Fairy is gonna screw up Ares. I mean, it might screw up Ares because she can't get it from here.
Oh, yep. Oh, okay. This might be interesting.
Ares did not get punished because there were only $200 on the room key. It's a lot of money, but it's only $200.
Well, still, the laundry pool Stray Fairy could be a problem, right?
Yeah, but yeah, she has to get it later, though. You know, in terms of routing, I guess, it's a little bit of an inconvenience. You have to go through laundry pool 2 times instead of 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's very minor stuff. And the timings for whatever Ares is going to do on night 1 might be a little bit shifted, too. I wonder if she decides to skip Postman. Or not. I think on Observatory, the terminal lap going all the way to South Clocktown, I think you end up at 11:30, which means you can actually play Postman, play Swordsman. Maybe barely. I think Postman, Swordsman wastes like 45 in-game minutes, right?
Yeah, it's a bit dubious because the trip around Termina can vary a lot depending on your execution, so... Yeah,
I think it's still a good plan, and it actually a very good use of the time. Early night 1, doing Aroma in Office and these Clocktown chests during the night gets you... It's a better usage of the time. It's usually not done because of the Stray Fairy in Laundry Pool, but I think Eris might slightly benefit from that. And I think all she has to do is not peek the Road to Icona Pillar, and that's enough time a day.
That's a fair point. I think, I guess... Worst case scenario, you just do Observatory opener normally, and then after Bomb Lady, go to day 2, get your Stray Fairy in Laundry Pool, and that's pretty much all the extra time you take. Think that's how you go about this?
If Ares wants to have any efficiency on her Clocktown trips, it's gonna be annoying because she's not gonna have the Fairy Found checks for a while. I imagine that she's gonna get the Fairy on her way to Pihag Grotto and Milk Road Owl. Yeah. Which means, the fairy checks are not gonna get done too soon. Hope she doesn't get punished, but let's see.
I mean, who knows? Maybe... I mean, at least right now you don't have a transformation mask, so, you're just missing out on 1 check. Could not be the worst situation, unless, of course, that 1 check happens to be a transformation mask. Oh, and there's Bo. Okay, interesting.
We're continuing our streak with only out-of-logic items, surprisingly.
Yeah. I'm worried about that. Is one of her Watts gonna be for Bunny Hood?
Yeah, it could be a very anticlimactic early game with the hero. Maybe like something Great Bay Coast or even Road to Swamp with the Grotto just to get Bunny Hood for the bow. It could be something like that. Or maybe not. This Bunny Hood has a good chance of being completely unhinted, honestly.
It could be, yeah. I mean, there's a pretty good likelihood that we'll find it early spheres. So, I mean, even in range could have Bunny Hood. But it would just be a problem to miss a hint, I suppose.
If the Bunny Hood item, the Postman game item, was something like an Elemental Arrow or a Song item, then the chances of being Way of the Hero bait I think would definitely increase, for sure.
Sure, yeah.
But just a bow? Maybe not.
Oh! Wow, okay.
Alright. I don't want to curse things, but West Clocktown Way of the Hero, anyone?
Yep, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, that's so weird.
Speaking of time of day, Eris now has a lot of comfort here, grabbing that bunny hood for lapping around
Oh, yeah.
Terminal Field.
Yeah. Wait, why go in? Oh, okay, I guess just go in this grotto for the gossip hints.
Yeah, on Observatory, it's good to do this one earlier. So from the hints, we got Way of the Hero, East Clocktown, it's a very typical one. And Foolish is Road to Ikana, so no pillar today, as worth speaking. And that was Woodfall Temple, Foolish except for song, right?
Yes, it was, yeah.
And our first always hint is Dampe Digging has a unimportant grayed out item.
Yep. So that East Clocktown is... Well, I guess it's just going to be do early game, mini games early, right?
Both runners, even though they have a bow, they opted to do the regular Termina Field lap rather than a swamp entry. And I totally understand if they just do the default every single time. And from the point where they are in West Clocktown, taking the Epona all the way to south is always a little bit awkward.
Yeah, I mean, I think in general, just Epona movement is not... It's a lot less great than you might think, so... I think it's fine to just go the standard route here. Oh, is that Interior Wath? I missed that one.
It is, right?
I think so, yeah.
Pirate's Fortress Interior, Way of the Hero then. And speaking of non-traditional, Eris is just soaring out and depositing that right away.
Oh, what? Okay. Wait, sorry, is there a bank 1 hint in this, or...?
No, it's
Or
not
no?
even this setting does not have the updated text feature, so
Okay.
this is just a raw deposit, and she's already going back to do a lot of other Terminal Field stuff.
I mean, do you think that was worth it? I'm not sure yet.
I tend to think no, but you know,
Yeah.
accelerating one deposit for bank, you know me.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay, that's interesting.
that is really funny. We got aliens and Kremia. Kremia herself has a hook shot. So, you know, we're gonna see early Goron Mask, early Powder Keg, a little bit of a map restriction early on. And the aliens item is a magic not required. But I believe that magic is gonna come in handy.
Oh,
either
for
way.
sure. Yeah. Yeah. That's an interesting not required on the magic. Well, I guess logically you need Keg, and Keg can be anywhere, so... I guess it makes sense that's not required.
Yeah, the other magic can be anywhere. And hints too. Let's see the the chest first. Picto box. On our trip to south, we got a room key to buy, I got a picture to take, a lot of stuff to do, and we had our second sometimes hint out of the sometimes hint out of the two, which is Fisherman has a cafe mask not required. The cafe mask and letter to mama not required on the sometimes. Give me that, Steed.
Yeah, that's pretty good. There's
Pitch
definitely
generated this, not
very
cemetery.
kind.
So there you go. And
It
you know,
is,
time of day wise on Eris' side, you know, she did the awkward little deposit we've been talking about, and then came back for the Terminal Field stuff, and went all the way to the scrub. So wait, Gibdo Mask is on the scrub, isn't it?
Yeah, it was.
It's a lot of sensory overload with these texts we're reading on the hints on the
These
scrub.
are super good hints and item locations right now. That's really cool.
All right.
So is Eris, yeah, gonna be fine.
People in the audience, are you gonna call Jet already?
with the Crimea hookshot, I don't know about that.
But yeah, here Eris' time of day ended up being really, really good. She's only gonna have to do the little south chests afterwards, but it's not a big deal at all. It really isn't. The ones that Sam is doing right now because he kept with the standard game plan.
No, it's totally fine. I mean, all the time that he's behind right now is just time that he's spent in stock bought in, so it's fine.
Sam gonna take a deposit before old lady. You do have in-game time. Does he pull the trigger?
Yeah, so
Another
Butler's
thing,
dead.
our second always hint, I believe. Let's see when the runners decide to buy the potion. I guess we see that from Eris right now, but in this setting, I would say always buy the potion first thing in West Clocktown, but you can order that differently for sure.
I mean, why not? It makes sense, right? I guess because of Bank 1, yeah. But 30 rupees is nothing. Also, just to be clear, so Dampe, we have Dampe, Aliens, and Butler. Are all those three always hints still, or
Which
I
ones
forget
we
if
have? Yeah, we have Dampe, Aliens, and Butler. Oh yeah, three always. I said two. I forgot about Aliens, but yeah.
yeah, I was just wondering if these settings changed one of those to sometimes, but no, yeah. Alright, not looking too bad. I guess at this point, I'm just wondering when you start doing East Clocktown minigames. I wonder if you just do those before you even go to South.
You know, it's definitely a Way of the Hero worth of checking out early, but I lean towards watching the runners towards what Eris is doing, which is not pulling the trigger and waiting until day 3 because of Honey and Darling, and to keep efficiency a little
Yeah.
bit. You go day 3, you this is a lot of standard stuff too. You go day 3, you start Bomber's Hide and Seek, and then when you go through East Clocktown, then you do the mini games right there. With a
Yeah, no,
bomb
that's
bag,
fair.
probably going day 2 earlier and taking a crack at, it can be your Gora mask, but here I tend to lean on the side of efficiency. It's a very small margin, of course.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. Oh, that's Bremen Mask. Which for now is kind of a nondescript mask to get, not really steering you any direction. I guess it's
That's a
nice
good.
to get.
Oh, Coastway the hero. Right, you wanna
Okay.
go there now as well?
Well, you
I
do have a
think
bottle
Coastway
for
the
the
hero.
fish.
Yeah, Coastway of the hero. For me, it's a little bit like Swamp Way of the hero, where it's like, if you want to go, you kind of want to go there early with not many items, but what you were really looking for, Because for example, you enter coast, okay, you find on either lab fish or the grotto, you find your light arrow, and then yeah, I entered here as human. I took a bunch of time
Yeah.
doing it. So what?
I mean, at least the movement to get there is not too bad, but it's just a bit awkward with Epona versus Goron, so yeah, it's just less efficient overall. And to swim to the, whatchamacallit, the hut. Wait, no, oh, the lab, of course. It takes a while, so yeah, you might as well just keep to your standard opener.
And there's one thing, there's absolutely no denying that, no way around it, that this setting, because of the bottle start, it leans really heavily around always doing day 2 woods, which is something in other settings you might think of skipping if you have some other good locations to search for, and you want to play around having the bottle later in order to heal the witch. But here, I would say like way more than 90% of the time it's a good idea to just do it. Especially since if you have any of the transformation masks, you do get a little speed up when doing the little woods loop because going through the water faster and stuff.
Oh yeah, of course.
And here
But
versus trying to take a crack at the Grey Bay Coastway of the hero, I think it's just gonna be some standard wood stuff.
I think so. I mean, there's nothing really that is pulling the runners away for the moment, so... I mean, that's kind of hard in standard anyway in your first cycle, to really get pushed towards some other location than just your standard opener.
Yeah, no transformation mask, no hook shot, just a bow and a bomb here. It really makes you just do the full cleary human stuff almost every time.
Doesn't Eris always get mad if someone does not get a 46 on Gorman Brothers race?
I think every single commentary on the qualifiers that were played, she has, 46 point, I don't know how much, Gorman race. You are a Gorman race specialist, so
I
what
am,
are your
yes.
opinions on that?
I mean, if you're not getting a 45, you might as well quit, to be honest. But yeah,
Yeah,
there you
you like your Gorman races the same way I like routing my banks, so I
go.
understand it.
Yeah, exactly. Also, there was a boat archery foolish hint.
Only got 2 more of those alwayses. The hint distribution here is really nice. Actually, they might not even go to wrench if they are thinking about it. There are 2 always remaining and 1 foolish and 1 wath. Is that it?
We already have 3 Woths. So we have ECT, PFI, and GBC.
Oh, that is true. I was forgetting the PF interior one. Yeah, even though I like my 3rd foolish, I might just bail on wrench here. Although it's
Yeah.
definitely tricky. Maybe you try to take a peek at those Great Bay Coast items, the possible way of the hero, and one of the tingle items too. Which could be your way of the hero for hookshot, or the Economask.
That's
Because
true.
because I think this could be a locked enough beginning where you want to value range, but at the same time, I'm not sure about going there right away.
No, I think I just bet on finding some kind of... I mean, either finding something like magic or a transformation mask. I think the likelihood is pretty high. I don't know. I am thinking about that lens, that was on Clock Tower. So maybe we'll see a magic, and then hopefully it's not Shiro, and hopefully it's not something like GBC Ledge. Yeah, well, actually, no, it can't be GBC Ledge because we need Hookshot.
Yeah, GBC Ledge is definitely far away for now.
Yeah.
It won't have the Goron mask, I can guarantee you that.
We see Master Truth. Okay, Ranch is looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, this is Alien's guaranteed seed, but I gotta tell something to the audience. The Goron mask and the keg can be inside range. I know, it
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
That is the main concern when it comes to, trying to fit in your day 3 ranch or saying screw it, not gonna do it.
I've always done it. I mean, I wasn't the best player, but I've always just done it anyway. Also for the hints. I guess in this case, Ranch is not super attractive because you don't really care about hints at the moment. But
yeah, on that front, the wrench stocks do go down, but then you have the 2 items and they go up.
Yeah, you have Bremen and Mask of Truth. I mean, you can't really wish for more, right?
Also, because of those always checks, I think wrench can't be foolish either, so you guarantee you're doing live checks there, which is always nice.
Ooh, that's a good point, yeah.
Eris having to double back for the picture, very forgettable, can tell you that.
Yep.
But yeah, I do wonder if they're gonna choose Grey Bay Coast over the standard wrench stuff. I'd say you can't go wrong with either, but who knows.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a gamble right now. We'll see if it matters. I guess, hopefully, it's not just a case of one leads the Goron Mask and saves you a bunch of time.
Alright, Ocean Spider House, day 1. Is an Ocean Title Deed not required? And those are really good items on these always hinted at as not required, huh?
Yeah, that's not bad.
So we only have 1 always remaining. Alright, more paper. It's a land title deed. You know what? I think we're gonna see a little saves come here in Swamp for that land title deed. Because who knows when there's gonna be another one.
Yeah,
I think this is a good saves come to do right away, for sure. Yeah, you were talking about going to ranch on day 3. I was I was thinking about some, beginner level stuff recently, and a few things that I would always advise for people who are starting out. First of all, I think Observatory Opener is great because it's very thorough, and when you're doing the lap around terminal waiting for Old Lady, you can just go up until whenever you can. It's no problem. You don't have to do the entire lap in one go, just until you are capable of it at the moment. And then doing day 3 ranch is also so safe and so thorough.
Yeah, I think it's totally fine. It's just the thing with a lot of these early checks that it doesn't really matter if you don't gain much by skipping them. I guess it only really matters once you get to higher level, but even then it's always a gamble, so it could backfire. It's tough. It's just a tough decision to make.
Yeah, I definitely view them as, late rerouting them, pushing them far back for a more ideal situation of you going to the location, such as ranch. And yeah, it's only when you when you really trying to shave off time, you start thinking about those, micro decisions, minimizing every single overworld location movement you do.
Yep.
Sometimes it's more, it's more relaxing to play, a little bit. Oh, just go to every single location you can, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that was certainly the way that I like to play. I just like to optimize execution. Oh my god, there's Keg. Okay.
I was about to ask, did Sam saves come? And it doesn't matter.
Yep. I guess, is that build? That kind of counts as build, right?
Yeah, I guess, versus minor time loss of saves coming. That's kind of it. The paper can come up if they're for Toilet Hand in the future. I think it's very unlikely, but they do have to keep this in mind for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just very... Did neither of them saves come? Did I see that correctly? Or did eris do that? Oh, no, okay, just Sam did not saves come. Okay.
Yeah, eris did saves come.
Alright, I think I've got all my hints in order. Yep. There was a bomb bag on the tourist center, by the way.
Yeah, it really sucks that they can get that at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, you don't even really care about it because you've got Blast Mask. Although I know that some people don't really like using Blast Mask for everything.
Alright, Sim is equipping his Range starter pack, which includes a Blast Mask maybe, and Eris is gonna value those East Clock Town with the hero checks a little bit first, although not starting hide and seek and only immediately going for East Clock Town. I think it's a little, I would prefer some different sequencing, but gonna go through those checks.
Yeah, yeah, she still does have to go through Laundry Pool to get the Stray Fairy 2. Not sure
Oh
what
yeah,
the
that is
optimal
true.
route would be.
Hope this is not forgotten because
Yeah, I don't think Sam handed in the or looked at the human reward yet, right?
did he not?
I don't know. I don't. I don't think so. Maybe he did. I don't remember. Oh, he did. Okay, then it must have just been junk. So far, no new hints, by the way. Not ideal.
100 rupees is not our way of the hero. And place your bets, everyone. Is the gold dog gonna win, the gray dog, the grayer dog, or the blue dog?
It could be Blue Dog. There is a chance.
You know what? After getting Keg, it's a little bit. I really think twice about holding the time of day here rather than immediately going night 3. But I think the Keg makes you want to, scout out those Way of the Heroes like right away. You have East Clock Town stuff and a little bit of a Great Bay entry, and given how it unlocks the hook shot specifically, I think it is the time for you to go rush those and expect your Gorn mask. So Sam going to range here, I think it might cost a little bit.
Okay, so there's the logical bomb bag. So now north is open. That actually makes the decision making quite a bit harder.
Could get a all bomb seed here. Yeah, I don't know. When it comes to the hierarchy of stuff to do here, I think, you get a logical north axis, but it doesn't matter. You're still looking for the... Ooh.
Okay. There's your wasp.
Zora Mask, the Way of the Hero item in East Clocktown. An item that satisfies the Way of the Hero.
Yeah, ECT is pretty much now just a regular location.
Eris was fumbling the movement a little bit, but remembered the Stray Fairy, gonna go for that. I gotta say, I think this is a lesson of not getting desperate, not, not worrying too much if you go off the beaten path of the route you're doing.
Yeah, and it worked out fine because now Eris can just check the Great Fairy with both masks, so...
Yeah, I wonder...
Saved a little bit of time.
Wonder what kind of sequencing she's gonna do here, because, yeah, the Great Bay Coast trip now just got a little bit better. Not because of the Great Bay Coast checks specifically, but the stuff you do after. Starting hide and seek, I wonder if she's gonna, like, enter the, get the west exit and go to Great Bay. I wonder if she's gonna finish the minigame right now, or let the east side bombers for Night 3 together with the hotel entry. A lot of questions.
Yeah, I would probably just leave it for night, right?
Yeah, I definitely like the day. I think day 3 specifically doing the hide and seek in a few goes. And yeah, this is night play. I don't think we're gonna see ranch. So, and Goron Mask was not in ranch, so Sam coming up short, and Eris is gonna have every single benefit of not going there.
Yeah, I guess in terms of time save in that regard... okay, yeah, no new hints in ranch either. That's pretty unlucky. Yeah, the time that Eris is saving is pretty decent right now. Assuming that she doesn't go back before aliens. Which is very unlikely anyway.
Eris couldn't get the thing where you double time inside the fountain to get the 2 items. I
Wait,
don't know what happened.
Oh, that's strange.
Is it only on a full day transition, or can it be from day to night?
Oh, I guess actually that makes sense. I guess it's only from night to day, right? Because then you get the actual cutscene? Or no, wait. Huh.
That is the only context I've ever used that, so I really cannot tell.
No, same here. I actually forget if you even get the cutscene. I don't think you do either, right? Even if you go from night to day. God, I don't remember.
You do. You do get the cutscene.
Okay, then that must be the reason, yeah. Because if you get the cutscene, it actually reloads the area, so that makes more sense.
Right, it's a staff room during the hide and seek. Gonna exit out the hotel manually. Oh, the room key for sure.
Yeah, and as far as sequencing goes, this is pretty good, because now you can just reset cycle after this, and, make sure that... Oh, actually, well, Let It to Cafe, we already know is junk, so you're not looking out for that. Do you even care about a new cycle? What is left in terms of time-restricted items and checks?
I mean, now it's about setting up aliens eventually, so that depends on the Goron Mask location.
Right,
and new cycle is good because even though there's no big ladder to cafe, well, there's still Gold Dust that was Keaton on the
true, yes,
hide and seek.
Yeah. And Smithy 1, yeah.
But the other items also make you like I don't think it's like, there's no ladder. You can just be perpetually on night 3. I think there are more variables. Security is a thing for sure, even though it's not a good reason really. But there are, for example, there's like Kamado, the Clocktown time sensitive items like Kamado's Mask, Couple's Mask, All Knight's Mask. You don't have to reset the cycle preemptively for those, but I think it's nicer when you're on a new cycle, playing fresh, manipulating the time the way you want it. And there's also another issue, the temporary items. They don't keep through time in the setting, So if you play,
Sure.
Ultimate Night 3 mode, at one point you have to reset in order to not moon crash, and then the
Right.
temporary items are gonna go away with you. So, there's a balance of that, really.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no reason to stay on night 3 anyway. So, I mean, is there any benefit?
I do think the reasoning is valid, because really you don't have to reset cycle because of Letter the Cafe not being in play. But I think it has a lot of benefits that maybe you should.
Well, the only benefit I can see from staying on night 3 is that you stay closer to Toilet Hand and you stay closer to Camaro. But I mean, it's
Yeah,
only 8:15 now anyway, so why not just reset cycle and make it night 1? Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, it does automatically by default have the pre-routed midnight value, and that's an actual thing, especially when you start getting bottlenecked, and you gotta kind of expect a Song of Healing or expect a paper, and
Oh,
and
yeah.
you have to. You can't just route that on the fly because you're gonna get bottlenecks. You'll have nothing to do. So yeah, the pre-routing value does exist, and a lot of time in a news cycle you should be doing that. The only thing that sucks if you play from night one on the news cycle is if you get a keg, really, because then you have to reset, you have to buy the keg again, and that sucks. But for the rest of the stuff, this late night one is kind of a comfy place to be in. You can do
Yep.
sound check if it comes down to it. If you're in a clock town after doing sound check, you can just advance time and immediately do playground because it's gonna be day 2.
Yep. Well,
Another
actually,
variable that includes time of day.
yeah, exactly. And actually, now that you mention keg, I mean, they even have more of a reason to just go to day 1 and stay there because they already have keg and they know that you have to do aliens. So yeah, day 1 seems to be the play to me here, but Eris is better than me at standard anyway. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, this little gray bait dip here, I think should be really standard. I wonder if she goes to Zora Hall, ignoring the back half. It's kind of a BC Guppy play. I think it's quite kind of nice here. But when it comes to the Gora Mask location, it can be in a lot of spots, but it cannot be in many. So it looks like it's gonna come up soon, and it probably will. But I just have a I'm not entirely convinced it's gonna be this easy either.
Um, it, I don't know. I think it must be right because we know that Hookshot is imminent, and we need Keg for that, and we need Goron for that. So there's not even that many checks to do
Yeah,
until
aside
we
from
get to that point, right?
from here, outside of the Zora Hall entry checks, we have exterior Pinnacle Rock and the Mountain Village Plus stuff, which
Yeah.
we all can just go and clean everything up. So yeah, it probably is that easy, really.
There was Moonsteer on Icona map, right?
Yeah, Eris is gonna have to go back to pick the curiosity item. Pretty kind of nice.
Oh, right. Yeah, Curiosity Shop. That's actually a good point. I forgot about that one.
All right, let's see if Eris goes up to the like here. I stopped to think a little bit, and maybe going up to the like might be kind of nice because I mean, I don't know, because hookshot behind Kremia, it looks like it's gonna be super late, and it can be. For example, if from here their progression is not Goron itself, but it's Deku from maybe another stuff to maybe another stuff to maybe a freaking Ikana no, not Ikana entry. Okay, no, everything but Ikana entry. But
Sure, yeah.
it could be a scenario where hookshot is one of the very last things you get, which means the last Zora Cape item, the one that you can't peek, it might just not come up at all, and it would be better to go to the like to be more thorough, due to the maybe likelihood of it being the part of your bottleneck.
Yeah.
The standard here is really good because you're just going fast, not looking at the like.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I personally like playing safe, so I would have gone to the like, but it's I don't know. I think what you should have done here is either just get the owl statue and then go back to Clocktown, check Curiosity Shop, and then reset cycle, or you actually go thorough. You go to the like, and then you go to Zora Hole, and then you do whatever. This is kind of half and halving it.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what you're waiting for at this point.
This whole skipping the back half of Zora Cave, it is really, pushing the margins of pseudo high level stuff. So yeah, it's really the talk of trying to shave the very few seconds or very few minutes in order to beat the other person.
Well, yeah,
And
I
like
think in
that.
this case,
I'm all
I
about
don't
thinking
know.
about those things. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, yeah, but are you even saving time in this case? That's my question. Well, yeah, you
No,
are, I guess, but
it kinda is because, well, you would have to maybe come back to the second hookshot chest or the first one if it's big, actually. And
yeah.
this first dip going to up to the like in this specific scenario, you don't have Goron mask, so you do lose some movement time for sure. And
That's
coming
fair.
back to those back half checks, it's not the worst thing in the world. You just soar and you go there. Plus, if those checks get held back until much, much, much later, like somehow you go through maybe 2 temples of progression, a bunch of stuff, it might come down to those checks being far enough that it's still a good place to go. And then afterwards, you only have bad checks left. I don't know if I'm making myself clear. So, what do? You do the back half of Cape and immediately go Beavers, because that's your bridge into going from good density checks to going to the very bad ones. So, when you isolate back half of Cape and you include Beavers, you're doing this little, okay, I ended my density. Let's go through the crap now. Oh, I'm here. I'm doing Beavers.
Yeah, sure.
That's a
Um,
routing. That's a time save,
Well, is it still in these settings that if you get all the always hints, then the rest is junk? That's still the case, right?
Yes, it is. One
Oh
of the
wait,
best
Beavers is
things.
sometimes nowadays, right? I don't remember.
Yeah, Beavers is sometimes.
Okay. Who decided that? Oh my god, that's terrible.
Yeah, I'm not too fond of it too, but I understand the thought. I've been talking to Why You're So Epic about the always and the sometimes pool. A lot of times you want those always checks to have more value, and then when they share the same pool with freaking gossip stones or whatever, it's kind of
Yeah.
it's kind of a bummer. But the randomizer has come along the way where those very very slow checks, they're borderline routable, but not really. They're so awful that you want to just metagame out of doing them because they're just so bad.
Yeah,
And,
that's
and
definitely the
I
case.
think you have to consider that when it comes to making a setting for sure.
No, I think it's fair. It's just it makes you wonder about the rest of the always list and the rest of the sometimes list. If something like Beavers is not on the always list, but that's another discussion. Also, the like had a great fairy mask, so yeah, total junk.
Yeah, not worth picking up unless it's a beginning of the cycle. You want to go night one early, and this time Sam just got let's say punished. More like it's unfortunate, but yeah, say it's a small punish for going all the way over there.
I
The,
think
the
so,
hint
yeah.
as well, it was just a reminder that your hook shot is a billion miles away, so that's not nice.
Well, to be fair, it's a punishment, but they got billed earlier for not safe scumming the Len title deed, so it's they're even now.
Alright, Air is doing the Season 4 PF Exterior plus Pinnacle Rock here, likely, and found a little new sword.
Okay, that's always nice. Oh, and double defense. Okay, well, combat has just gotten a lot better.
It's the worst PF Exterior of all time, it's so trash. And now this is kind of a question mark spot because you go to Pinnacle Rock. Do you start eggs right away? And I would say one of the benefits of doing this right now is because of the powder keg. In this case, it's not the keg; it's the other half of it, being the Goron. Because I started this is a real thing. I'm not putting my tinfoil hat here. An issue with starting eggs without hookshot a lot of times is that it can be behind a keg song. And if you're on night one and start eggs, and it is behind keg, you are screwed because you're gonna have to reset and buy your eggs after you do that. You know,
Right.
in this case, it's kind of ironic because we know that hookshot is behind keg by the
Yes.
always hint, so
Yeah.
it's funnier.
Yeah, I mean, Eris just goes Pinnacle Rock now because they got kicked out. So, just for efficiency's sake, just go that direction. We'll see if it works out.
Wait, is
That's
this
a
just
junk
a chess
chest.
play? It is just a chess play.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Either this or glitchless routing without pretending you don't have underwater ocarina.
That is both junk chests.
I'm not gonna lie, I would have liked picking up the 3 eggs here, but there is a combination of items that could screw you over off the Goron Mask location. Mainly if something like All Night Mask shows up and you have to play the big story, or Midnight Meeting cannot be, which is another reason to do eggs, because Midnight Meeting is off the table. It's not gonna have your Goron Mask, so another. Something that points out that you might stay on day 1 further. But it could be on maybe Kamaro's Mask, that's also a bad one. So Eris just decided to play hyper safe and didn't bottle up the eggs.
Yeah, it's fair. But yeah. I mean, I guess the other thing you could get is a wallet for Smithy 1 or something, but they still even need fire arrows. Oh, hey, there's Deku. Okay.
You know what? I'm doing the commentator job very well, because I already cursed this thing. Finding Deku before Goron on an alien's hookshot seed.
Yeah, there you go. What a location for Deku, too. That's so annoying.
This little grotto here is annoying, especially if you get Zora later, but it ends up being a good location for you to look for items. I mean, it's not dense at all, but, you just soar, you get a quick check, and if things go dry enough, which they are right now after exhausting Pinnacle Rock, it's a nice place to go. And yeah, if you get specifically Deku, like I said, Eris wanted to, I don't know, go to Woodfall, maybe because she really likes the place, but Palace here.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have much left. You have Palace and North, and I mean, that's pretty much all you want to go. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to find something here, right? I guess you still have a Deku Playground, which could be something.
Yeah, that opens up too. Oh, I know. I was gonna say day 2, but Deku Playground can be done on day 1 to try to, if you were holding eggs here, to try to fight Goron.
Yes, yeah.
But yeah, this is in terms of micro decision, I definitely think there were a few things that were important, but in terms of the broader context, it's really hard to not go through this exact ordering. But there is a world where you decide to do this little swamp entry versus PF Exterior and Pinnacle Rock. I think maybe you should be going to PF Exterior and Pinnacle Rock, but hey, you would have benefited from going here.
Sure. I mean, I think that was healing, by the way, on the monkey.
Yeah, and Kamado is another annoying check that would have made your eggs disappear. So I'm starting to like Eris' decision to not include eggs more and more.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sam,
I'm not convinced yet, but
Yeah.
But then again, I would not have gone to PF Exterior or Pinnacle Rock anyway, but yeah. I mean, at this point, you're looking at Mikau because GBC is worth.
Oh, Eris, you don't know the Zora recoil on the nut? Come on.
No. That's actually a really good trick that's also pretty easy.
It is really good. What if you go to Deku Palace without bombs or without hookshot? I mean, that don't usually happens. Oh, wait, it's on screen right now. And you could have skipped all that section with Zora.
Well, it's even a trick that you can improvise. It really lines up pretty perfectly. It's super nice.
That's true.
Definitely a recommended trick to look at.
Yeah, it's not as hard as it looks, but it's kind of quick aiming and then turning around to do the recoil. It's not trivial, but it's not hard to get a hang of it. And Sam went all the way to T-2 from the moon crash doing stuff, and now he's gonna opt to go north, actually.
Yes,
so
I like it. Let's go.
Diversion City for sure. I'm not sure about it, but he did exhaust some stuff. some stuff. And if he's looking for trying to do Pirates Fortress and Pinnacle Rock in one go, this is one of the ways you can go about it. And he already benefited from not jumping the gun on the Zora stuff, but he just has to find Goron.
Yeah, that's pretty much the thing. I guess it could be in Woodfall here.
Yeah, and that would be Stone Tower is foolish.
Okay, there
That's
you go.
foolish. Let's go.
What a useless foolish.
So yeah, if Goron is here in Woodfall, then it would depend if Sam wants to go to the lone Swamp Grotto plus Swamp Spider House Peak before the exterior Pinnacle Rock. And honestly, if you're the guy who's deciding to go human north with a bunny hood as your movement speed up, just take a crack at Swamp, man. I mean,
Yeah.
go, right? That's your stuff, right?
Look, I like it. I'm rooting for Sam now to find something here. It could be just a complete junk location at this point, but we'll see. I do hope that they do the recoil flip up to Zoe Grotto. Oh, there's Goron. No, that's so bad for Sam.
Yeah. He better go to Swamp, otherwise it's gonna be Eris's route, but worse.
Oh, bad. That's really bad. I can't understate that.
By the way, you were talking about the Zoe recoil. This is a situation, or even fish walking. I think this is a situation where probably you don't want to do it because, like, if you find Goron, it's gonna lead you to hook shot, and Goron cannot be there because you don't have the hook shot for it. The hook shot is behind Goron, So, like, you're not gonna benefit from going there early. You absolutely won't.
Well, what do you mean? I mean, you this way you'll never go back to TI in the winter, right?
Yeah, but another issue, you don't have fire, you don't have magic, so that might be revisited, even if it's just on the close tempo. So
yeah,
I think
that's a fair point.
I think the benefit is really not there.
That's a fair point. Yep. I'm convinced. I'm persuaded, I mean. Oh, and there's Captain's Hat. Jesus. Oh my god, Eris is getting everything now.
Swamp Grotto just unlocked the entire thing.
It really did.
Do not underestimate it.
Yeah, oh yeah, I mean, it is on in the tricks, of course. Yeah.
Alright, Sam, you're doing the water location avoider 9000 route. Where do you go? He's going to the water location 9000. Yeah.
I mean, there wasn't much left anyway.
So we got a little human north, even though it's bunnyhood. We got a human north for Sam plus extra wrench trip for Sam. That's not looking good. Don't think those plays were the worst ones, but unfortunately, Majora just told you to do the more standard stuff instead.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. That's just what happens, right? I mean, it's not like it's over yet, right?
Yeah, there's room for way more variables for sure, but right now, Sam definitely got the short end of the stick for sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to gauge how many minutes time loss this is, but yeah, it's not too great. It's but as I said, it's not over yet, and it's super great that we're cycle 1, or sorry, cycle 1. We're day 1 because now we can immediately do aliens on Eris side. It's looking pretty smooth so far, the seed for them.
Yeah, talk about, looking for Goron and staying on new cycle day 1. Yeah, Eris got every single benefit of that. Got the keg, immediately soared to Milk Road, not having to buy anything, not having to Song of Time.
Oh my god, and I realized they haven't even been to Ranch yet. God damn.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good time save for Eris. Although, in terms of, pushing those small margins and high rolling the seed, I don't think, I mean, it's Eris. Your full clears from, 2 minutes into the seed. But I don't think it's a place for be skipping lemons or dog race. So Sam's difference is a little bit smaller because you're missing 3 elemental arrows, possible wallet for the Ikana mask. And that's it, right? Maybe song item, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Wait, so for one of those items, we do have a Way of the Heroes, so that's like 4 or 5 minus 1, 3 or 4. That's still a lot of stuff, yeah.
Yeah, oh god. This is definitely tough. At this point, oh, I mean, Eris can just go to visit 2 Wath locations. I mean, the seed is spelling itself out for now. That's Sonata. That's great. Oh man.
Yeah, in terms of aliens routing now, I mean, there's a 3 bottle problem, but honestly, you just go full PF here. There's like, where are you gonna look for the 4th? Really, that's a joke.
Oh,
But yeah, the aliens routing is just right there. I mean, if Ares wants to do something cute, maybe nighttime after lemons, go to Woodfall Temple. Maybe that does the time as well. Do have to clear 1 dungeon at least.
Sure, yeah.
So I want to see what she prefers, because in terms of getting to that exact aliens time, I couldn't tell really, honestly. But when it comes to the aliens time, you need at least 1 bulk chunk of a location, and I think those 2 things that I mentioned already satisfy it. But I'm afraid that PF might be too long or not. But if you have a good chunk that doesn't make it all the way, maybe it makes until 1 in the morning, and you want to spend the extra 1.5 hour to the safe 2:30. You could do it's nice to have other small stuff. For example, it exists. It's Path to Snowhead out of logic, even though you know where you're gonna get your magic, but it is something you can do to pass time instead of waiting more in front of the alien spot.
I mean, at this point, I might even suggest Ocean Spider House. It's in a Wath location. It's pretty good. As in the chest.
Wait a second. We haven't got our Great Big Coast item?
No, we haven't.
Oh my... Oh god. Mikau didn't have anything... Wait, no. They just got healing.
Yeah, they just got... we don't know yet what Mikau is.
Oh yeah, so it's 3 to 4 items remaining. That's 2 to 3 then. Oh, the seed might be coming to a close soon. I mean, not that soon, but could be.
Yeah, I mean, the 2 Waths could still... Actually, they can't even lead to each other either, so... Huh.
Yeah, it's Mikau, it's Egg Song, it's... No, the Troll Ocean Spider House chest, and that's it, right? Oh, I was about to hate your suggestion of doing Ocean Spider House chest, but it's not bad at all.
If you want to waste some time, I mean, why not?
Yeah, it always sucks to do it, but it is there. And Sam now getting his Deku mask.
Yep. Not the worst. I mean, they're still behind by quite a bit, but see what happens. I guess best case scenario for Sam is that it is some kind of song in GBC that's Wath. But even then, I mean, he's still just behind. We'll see what happens.
The Song of Healing was in Deku Palace, right? Because we just got Sonata on the Keg song.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
By the way, talk about some prime time of day routing that falls into your lap. Eris didn't have to even double time at all. She just took she took mid lemons time transition to night, and then is now doing the race very safely. Bomb bag at 56 minutes, the first one. Already had blast mask. And this is very important when you're routing aliens and you really don't have that much stuff to do. But in this case, I wonder if this is just too much in-game time spending,
Yeah, maybe. I am looking at that Woodfall Temple minus song. So I guess that has to be Storms, right?
Oh, that's true. It's no, it's except for song, so it's gonna be something useful.
Oh, excuse me. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, or that or Pamela, yeah. Oh, Sam is... I think he got busted mid second part of the right side. I don't want to say Zora recoil flip again, but but he has the bomb bag too.
I mean, he has bombs, so yeah, I was about to say. You gotta learn the damage boost, man.
I saw the game 3, 3 hours. I 2x'd it and paused a bunch to comment about it. But I watched the game 3, and I see this guy doing the prime Great Bay Temple execution, except for one room, but the rest was prime glitchless GBT execution. And then you go to Deku Palace and you actually go through the guards? Man.
Yeah.
He did skip the first set, you know, but man.
Yeah, that's I don't know what to say about that. It's a choice, let's put it like that.
I myself, there are a bunch of strats that I refuse to do in terms of time saves and, you know, risk assessment and stuff, but some of them you gotta get your basic playbooks, so to speak. Some stuff you can't just not do, you know.
So we are gonna see Zoe Grotto now. Let's see. It could be. You know what? My guess is gonna be magic. That's gonna be my guess.
Yeah, at this point, you know, the way I look at it, it's really Hookshot Waiting Room, and the rest is a bonus. But
yeah,
who knows? This was one new check. I don't know how many new checks, other new checks that Eris is gonna look at here, but maybe some.
Is there even one that can be new? Oh, actually, no. Hugo in these settings has an indicator. Yeah, no, it's just gonna be the normal thing then.
That's behind magic, and they will also need either fire arrow or the full lullaby, so it's a little bit far away anyway.
Alright. Man, I've been playing a lot of No Logic and Glitched, and I just am not used to having to be limited in this kind of stuff.
Yeah, because you do what, like, wait, you have to break the thing, right? I'm sorry, I just derailed the train of thought, but because you can action swap, but that only cheats the fire arrow itself. I mean, you can use a stick, but I think you can hover to break the thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. You can do a roll in midair to break it. It's a bit weird, but yeah. But yes, we have New Wave, which is not super surprising, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really mean much at this point.
It's unfortunate that Woodfall Temple is foolish in terms of its items, but because you know, you always think, how far is my cringe Grey Bay Temple half dip away? I would say it's a little bit far away, but maybe not that much. I mean, there's the Blue Harp song, and then there's the Egg song. It could be Storms and Oath or Storms and Elegy, meaning that, you know, maybe you will dip Grey Bay Temple.
I hope not for them. It would be kind of funny to see.
Man, when I'm on the commentary booth, I so don't care. I know it's bad karma, but if they get
I love seeing Spice for sure. I mean,
yeah. If you have to go through 3 hours plus here, I don't mind. So.
No, same. I just want, you know, something like Beneath the Well to come up, something like that.
Just a little bit of stuff, not that much.
Yeah.
A little.
I mean, so far the seed has been. I mean, I won't say linear because, you know, you can obviously make different choices, but there's not been too much struggle, right? You kind of just do the seed, and it kind of plays itself.
Yeah, the good locations are definitely very transparent, and Goron is most definitely on the way, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the Deku Mask is one of the more annoying checks this seed to find.
Yeah, I would say the weird exterior plus Pinnacle Rock thing is something that, you know, I don't think there's a real way to avoid doing that. But that's about it, really, because the location itself, it turns up good as you run out of stuff.
Sure, yeah. I guess you could have gone to Graveyard and maybe try to find something there. Oh, wait, no, you can't. You're not allowed to clip into there. Never mind.
No, there is Graveyard.
Oh, wait,
grotto.
No, there's a grotto. There's a grotto, yes.
It is one check, yeah.
There's one check you could go. Oh, yeah, and as chat reminds us and Eris, it is foolish. Woodfall Temple, so...
Yeah, she opened the big chest there. I wasn't quite seeing it, but she did open it. You know,
yeah.
Small attempt at a sword upgrade. It's fine. Or information. It's
I was about to say, like, I mean, although, is there anything left you could find? Maybe if you find a trade item in there that's foolish, would that mean that Toilet Hand is immediately dead?
Oh, if you found a paper, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because it's
I think so, yeah.
hard, foolish. Yeah, that would be big for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
It was
I mean,
a
it was a
big
big
chest,
chest,
but
of course, but yeah.
I gotta say, I'm definitely a fan of trying to scrape the little information in these cases. If you have to work too hard for it, it's just bad. But for example, you know, I mean, some very obvious ones. If Goron Village is foolish, you look at the ledge, obviously, and you
Sure.
go talk to the scrub. He's gonna tell you an item that is not gonna be needed. It's nice. Also,
Yeah, I mean-
Sam working really hard here. Did he re-buy the Moonsteer and check the day 3 chest? That was a big one. Nothing, but good attempt.
Yeah, not too bad. Could have been huge.
Given that he's on day 3 for some reason, I didn't see why, but yeah, taking the opportunity to check the chest while it is day 3 and then resetting for the alien stuff. Because who knows when it's gonna be day 3 again? When the South Clock Town day 3 check is big, it's not like you have to absolutely rush it, but you do kind of play a little bit so you can get there in the end of your other good stuff, you know. And jumping the gun here is, it's fine the way he was playing it.
Sure, I think so. It's a bit of a gamble, and you can choose to do it.
Yeah, if you do it kind of inefficiently, I think it ends up not paying off really.
Wait, yeah, I'm just thinking what item would have been valuable enough to get there, and I'm not sure I have an answer for that. Maybe magic because of the extra speed.
I think at that point it would have to be. It would, for me, it would have to be the extreme spot of like a go mode item that would make Eris do way more stuff than you. I think it's that extreme for like absolutely trying to jump the gun as a pure gamble. You know, taking a bunch of Song of Double times and rushing it.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it would have to be that extreme because Eris is gonna do it, but probably after better stuff. But she will do it eventually. So it would have to be, you know, she clears 2 extra temples before going there situation for you to benefit.
Yeah. Well, actually, now I think about it, you have Keg, you have Goron, you know that Hookshot is in range, and you're gonna do it now anyway, so why not just do day 3 chests after this?
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, right after Crimea, right? There's room for that.
I mean, yeah. And then you have Hookshot.
yeah, because it's Crimea, you will end up 100% on Night 2. So it will come up sooner than you think for... yeah.
Oh well, there you go.
Also, in a time of day for aliens, I saw that Eris had a few mishaps on the main room in Woodfall, pressed the button, although that doesn't chew up in-game time, but fell down trying to do a long jump to the big flower.
Oh, and, wait.
Had to invert here, and it's coming up a little bit tight, but
it's getting dubious.
No, this absolutely makes it. I think the glitchless limit for you to soar there is like 323 exactly. But she doesn't have magic, but the time is inverted. So I think this is 100% fine without channeling it out. It's just gonna be awkward.
Yeah, it is.
I think you just go there, bop the aliens, and then uninvert. Yeah, I tend to think this is not a problem at all. But yeah, but it definitely looks spooky for the people who are watching and maybe are not, you know, too versed on these timings. So it's nice entertainment, I gotta say. Just like playing from you know, inverted night 3, almost moon crashing. A lot of people can say, "Oh my God, is he gonna have time for that?" Yeah. I always like that, you know.
No, yeah, I always imagine that the latest time for aliens is when you have inverted, but no, it's of course when you've not inverted, then it's 23 or 27. I forget which one it is. I usually just keep to like 3:15.
Yeah, I think it's 23. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a 2:30 a.m. kind of guy. I'm not trying to push the margins there. Wow. I don't want to fail it.
That's a little bit disappointing.
Just give me the time where the cutscene doesn't play, and I'm not gonna bargain for anything else.
Okay, fair enough. Just give me Sun's song, and then we don't even have to do any of this stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's inverted. That bonk is not great. I mean, it's fine. It's inverted. We're all good. You can even you can just even roll up to the last alien. All good.
Also, we did get Elegy on the blue warp. I wasn't trying to jinx anything, but if you want a string of bad songs in terms of blue warp and eggs, there's your route. There's a path for it, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I am wondering where you go next. Optimally, I guess you can just enter Grey Bay Temple. I'm just wondering, like, because we know that Gibdo Mask is on Termina Field Scrub, but we don't have a wallet. So, are we gonna have to find Garrow somewhere, or?
Oh god, Swamp Tidal Deed is on Mikau. Way of the hero location so far, too.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Oh no, is he thinking about? He looked at the bombs. I thought he was gonna enter the coast spider house.
It's not the worst play.
Because this is Alien's time for Sam. Yeah, after Mikau, going there, it's kind of one of the ways for you to supposedly route it. But Sam is gonna do the little north stuff after Goron. Oh, gonna deliver the item. That's. Although, he already went there, right? So it's
yeah.
Gonna be 3 dips on the Goron village, but it is what it is.
Last time he was here, he did not get the song either, so he has to go here anyway.
Oh yeah, he didn't get the song. I was thinking of Sonata, and it's New Wave, the Goron Baby song. So yeah, this is gonna be only the Goron extra dip, combined with the Swamp Tidal D trade. So that's good for him.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, and also, well, I guess Eris already talked to the scrub. I don't know what it sold. I guess nothing. Oh wait, no, we knew magic was there. Never mind.
Yeah.
I am wondering where that other magic is then. Surely it's not on Swamp Tidal Deed, right? OP.
You know what? Given that magic is not required here, I really wonder if there's a rabbit hole where it could be on like as late as possible, because I know this doesn't work on a computational level, but the randomizer made up the route where the other not required magic is like super late into a rabbit hole of items, which would mean there would be possible to have a way to find the magic as one of your last items, and there's nothing behind, say, Grey Bay Temple. I mean, Grey Bay Temple doesn't require magic, but there would be nothing behind Elegy, nothing behind Grey Bay Temple or Snowhead Temple, and it's like some super obscure location, and you get gold mode before. I you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure how it works in this case, because I mean, everything else is locked by Hookshot, which is behind the first magic anyway. So surely it can't be. Surely the other magic cannot be behind Hookshot, right? Otherwise, it would be required. I mean, does that even count as required, though? It's kind of weird. I mean...
No, if it was required, it would mean that the other magic was behind it. That's right, literally just it. Also, do we have the Gorman Bros race reward peak here? We do. It's yes. They are wearing red rupees.
I forgot about that one, yeah.
I don't think it was worth it to skip the race in the situation they were in at the beginning. But if you see that Cremia is required, you start dreaming.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Rolling Goron plus Keg before doing the race, insane, right?
Yeah, no. You could do it. But yeah, chat is explaining it better. So you cannot avoid picking up magic before Hookshot. But it's not as if Hookshot requires magic. So what does the hint system do? Does it say it is required or it isn't? I mean, I guess it's technically not required, but it's not as if you could ever get the... I don't know. It's strange.
Oh yeah, so yeah, because the magic is unavoidable there. Kind of like the blue warp, the Temple Heart container for blue warp.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm not sure if there would be some logical reduction trickery when it comes to that, but when it comes to in practice playing out the seed, I think either way it's fine. You know, don't have to think too much about it really in this exact moment. But yeah,
Sure,
that's a piece of logic I never try to think about.
it almost never comes up, I think. At least
Yeah,
not that I
the
can
aliens
remember.
item for Karemia required. That's true. If I had to take a guess, magic is like, you know, somewhere PF interior, not as the WAF item, or in PF sewers. You know, very anticlimactic.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Doing
Not
chess game
interior,
at this
maybe
point?
sewers because of the non-required. You know, whatever.
Sure, yeah.
Not
Doing
behind
chess game
bloodshot.
right now, I guess is fine. Kind of out of the way. Or is there something else you can do in ECT at the moment?
That's a good question. Eris here would be. She was in Knight 2 already because of Kremia. Exiting and doing Graveyard was definitely a spot for it, but she decided to go for, hey, the Self Clock Down Day 3 chest.
Ah, yes.
And
Okay, that makes sense.
ended up playing the minigame. She didn't have to double time for the minigame, but did have to double time for this. And now. 'Cause I'm not sure how much I value the graveyard song, but because they can't do anything in either in any of the temples. Like you get lullaby. I mean, yeah, you would get lullaby for the half dip the same way you have new wave right now. So
Yeah. This situation actually kind of sucks.
I gotta say, there is a world where doing graveyard for lullaby for the Snowhead Temple half dip, being one of the best locations available, even though it's an Ocarina of Time half temple. Because what else is there? You know, that's basically the question.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't
But you
know.
know, if you had to take a safe option wild card here, you know, it's just finish eggs. Oh my god, it's the fourth. Remember when I said, oh, what locations can even have a bottle, bro? Yeah, Ares just showed us on screen. That's...
Yeah, there you go. Man.
You know what, as well? Oh my god, this is so stupid. Eris is on day 3 too. And she was on night 2, aka you could choose between delivering the gold dust or selling the gold dust. She completely bailed on that time of day and just went, you know, I'm just gonna look for bottles, you know, without playing
Oh.
around the gold dust crap, and
Yeah.
was rewarded. Oh my god, so dirty, so dirty.
Hey. That's how it goes sometimes. And yeah, maybe it's time to talk a bit about where Sam is in relation to Eris. Given how
Yeah,
pretty linear the seed has become, I guess it's just straight up, you know, many minutes of time lost at the moment.
yeah. From here, this is definitely a lot. And you know, we've been talking about the possibilities of you know, Grey Bay Temple dip or going graveyard for the Snowhead Temple dip without fire arrows. But you know, it is Majora. I know it's a lot. You know, there is some same stuff involved, but you gotta go for the eggs here as your, you know, lowest. You know, what's it called? You have everything to complete eggs, and you don't have everything to do the rest. So you go with
Yeah.
eggs because it's the one you're guaranteed to clear everything. It's a very standard spot. So yeah, from here, if you want to call linearity, that's I think that can be it.
Yeah, I mean, there's pretty much no risk involved in going PFI right now. I mean, it's just the best place to go. You have to do this. You know you have to do this. You have 4 bottles. It's a WAF location even. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this.
That's true. What a cheeky way to skip the guard.
Yeah, I've never seen that. Does it matter if you are not looking at the guard? I don't know if there's some weird camera stuff. I don't know if the AI is different for the guards, depending on whether you're looking at them or not. I'd assume
Absolutely don't.
not, but...
I do not know the intricacies of skipping this guard. I can't tell.
Okay.
I just ditched that strat altogether.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know, the rolls, the side hops, back flips. I got busted at least once on all of these strats, so I'm like,
And
ah,
that's enough. That's enough to not do it anymore.
yeah,
It wastes so much time if you get caught.
no, yeah, I don't have to deal with it.
Yeah, I guess I guess the main issue for Sam is that there's pretty much no item you could, you know, snag somewhere that could give the time back that you lost, right? So you're kind of just doomed to wait until you get into a casino moment later in the seed, and then hope you gain the time back then. Um, and there's
Yeah,
not
that's
much
true.
else you can do. Of course, from his perspective, he doesn't know that, but he certainly knows probably that his Gorn mask could have been a lot earlier than he got. So maybe he is feeling it at the moment. I'm not sure.
Yeah, when you look at time differences and where to actually try to save time over your opponent or get a faster route in general, yeah, the human north and going wrench as human on day 3 for Sam, that's stuff that it becomes, you know, more crucial than it seems. Because the rest is what, you know, from the time they got Deku, there's a clear good path for you to do as a of progression.
Sure. Yeah.
So what you gotta look at in order to try to be as efficient as possible or as fast as possible is a lot of the stuff that came up before. And yeah, then after,
Yeah.
if they get into kind of a casino last location situation, then there's another location where you might want to look into saving time by routing more efficiently. And we do have Fire Arrow on Eris' side.
Yes, and a foolish letter to Cafe.
Hey, toilet paper.
Oh, that's actually a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. To be clear, the LTK is not foolish. We just know from the peaks that it doesn't lead to anything.
Yeah, so technically not required.
Yes.
Because there's one more paper available, so yeah. Alright, got some time chilling out here. Sam got the Pinnacle Rock eggs. Next is oh, wait, Sam is gonna do the interior trip, and he doesn't have the 4th bottle from Path to Snow, right? Is Sam gonna get punished further and further? He's soaring out. Always awkward delivering eggs and then soaring, but I guess he's like, I'm tired of this and wants to bottle max as well, maybe?
Well, he
Oh
has to
no,
do aliens
aliens, that's
first.
right.
Yeah.
This is aliens, yeah. See,
What
the
time?
safety
Oh,
two and
he's
a half.
super early. Okay.
Yeah, it's the safety 2.5 hours here.
Well, this was the perfect moment to do Ocean Spider House chest.
That is true. I do you
If you're
know?
confident, at least in how, you know, in doing aliens late, then I think it would have worked out.
Do you have a notion of the in-game time spending of Ocean Spider House chess? Because I sure as hell don't. Like, not
Oh
even
no,
close.
no. But
Because
I was just including like just inverting because I think that might just be worth it in this case.
because for example, if it was 45 minutes of in-game time, it would be nice. You know, coming a little bit on the tighter side for reaching aliens, especially with Goron and no magic, which comes up when it comes to the aliens in-game time in general.
Yeah.
The issue is like, if you start getting bad luck with the pattern, you kind of get screwed.
That's the
And
thing. I bet it's possible to do in that hour, but you have to get a good pattern. But yeah, I think in this case you could have just inverted and took the, you know, the extra time loss from inverting. You know, it's better than just waiting around for an in-game hour. I think. But yeah, it is one of those cases where then you have to rely on, you know, knowing how to do aliens late. It's definitely not something that everyone knows how to do. You know, maybe Sam knows how to do it, but
Yeah, there's the thing where with the barn shot where it goes through the building. I'm always afraid of trying it out or going for it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even as Eris showed, you don't even need to do barn shot if you just keep inverted, right? You
Yeah,
just
yeah.
keep
If you get
inverted
to play
time.
inverted, yeah, that's definitely a different ball game. And yeah, speaking of papers and papers, got a mount title deed. I'm not sure what Eris wants to do with in-game time here, especially maybe knowing the Captain's Hat song is coming up. But honestly,
Yeah.
because the thing is, so she's gonna get the song here, so it's either Lullaby for Snowhead Temple Way of the Hero, or Pamela, or immediately the Ocean Spider House chest. We saw that the Swamp Title D trade has nothing, right?
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Because yeah, so you know the likely scenario here, you're gonna go, you're gonna clear Snowhead Temple. You can kind of chill out on this in-game time and just Song of Time when you need to do Graveyard. Or even better, if you get your Ikana Mask too, or the wallet for it. Then use the Song of Time as a warp. It can look a little bit scary. I don't know if Ares would end up in a rabbit hole of having to invert, but yeah, this is chilling.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you know, it's a situation especially because of the hint where you don't have to rush Captain Zat as soon as possible here, and you would actually benefit from go moding it. There could be the situation.
Maybe. The only thing in relation to time of day at the moment I think of is Camaro. But even skipping Camaro, I mean, that's kind of fine at this point.
Yeah, I would say Camaro getting very late routed for this is okay. I mean, this is rare, but I'm trying to think a way where the runners would get bricked from here, and like Camaro comes super important. It would have to be like, let's see, Ocean Spider House chest being the way of the hero with Light Arrow. So the what's it called? Egg Song is Oath or Storms, and then Captains is also Oath or Storms. So they get super locked. And then you get desperate for Camaro. You also get that desperate for Toilet Hand too. That could come up, but it's so unlikely.
Oh, there is a universe I just realized where the Wath is wallet, and you have to buy Gibdo Mask off of the Terminal Field Scrub.
Yeah, it definitely is. When it comes to the number of items away from Go mode, it doesn't change anything. It's just basically, I like to call it an extender. It's kind of a Yu-Gi-Oh term, right?
Sure, yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
can be
mean,
that.
a tiny chain is fine.
It's
I'm just
because I call
thinking.
it that because it's literally one item for another item, you know?
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
so it's not even it's not even like a chain of several things you have to get or whatever.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm just
You know,
thinking. You know, a casino, I suppose, is inevitable at this point, right? Um,
I don't know, like you enter Snowhead Temple, you might just end up beating the game, having all your items.
yeah, you might.
Knowing Majora from here being kind of a item lottery, no, looking at you, Mirror Shield is not unlikely at all.
Yes.
Although a lot of the usual suspect locations that could be a kind of troll as a last location, I think they're drying up, so it wouldn't be that bad of a last location. Oh my god, you know if they have to do Shrine well on last location, God forbid, but you know
No, yes,
that,
let's hope so.
that's it.
Well, we also have Gossips and Beaver still up.
That is true. And Ares has that hot back half of Cape routing that could bridge into Beavers on the bad
Yeah,
check
yeah,
side. You know,
that is
coming up,
true.
maybe.
That is true. You talked about it earlier, and it might be relevant now. Yeah.
There's commentator's curse. This is the commentator's blessing, maybe. And
I mean,
and it's also
imagine. Oh yeah,
and
go
it's
ahead.
also something that Sam did, but he didn't look at the upper chest. But in terms of making up time, if Eris ends up de-isolating that area and maybe doing Beavers, and Sam does none of it, you know, it's a chance. It's a source of a chance for Sam.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, if Sam really feels behind, I I could see a world where he does Camaro and then routes that in with gossips as well. And
Yeah, I'm not sure what would be the lullaby as the possible way the hero for
okay.
Ghost. Who'd have thought? I think Eris is gonna overclear a little bit. That's that's good. Very prudent. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the immediate store from here, but at least heal me, cow, I guess.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think so.
There's a world where you only heal Mikau here, and then what you do, you soar out, and when you want to de-isolate some stuff into Ocean Spider House chest, you go. It's not as good as I envisioned it, but work with me here. In theory,
Sure.
you could go through back half a cape from the Great Bay Owl, void out, so rip beavers, and then you do the Ocean Spider House chest possible way of the hero. After, maybe Snowhead Temple comes up short. So, that's
It's a
the best idea,
but yep. It could work.
It's like awkward. Usually, if you wanted to back half a cave, maybe the Zora Cape Owl is the best one. And who cares about that much routing for Ocean Spider House chest? It's just it's such an isolated location that is so bad anyway.
I mean, we'll see what Mikau has first, and that could affect some decision making. Oh,
we saw.
Oh wait,
that
we already knew that. Sorry, yeah, we already knew that. That's junk.
Yeah, and Eris will massively benefit from this, doing it on springtime, along with checking keg trial and stuff.
Right, that too, yeah.
So, it was nice that Sam got the song and traded this item on the same go, but, Eris is gonna do even better.
Yep. That's the difference. But Sam is still not out of it. He can still turn around later in the seed, just not now.
Imagine a little casino, and Sam goes immediately to an inverted stone tower with 2 brown chests and go modes from there. Massive comeback.
It could still be like Pamela or something. Or like you said, it could be Shrine.
I know he's an OTR player, but I'm not sure if he's a, super meta gamer, the runner... I think the runner is gonna go there, and the runner thinks I'm gonna go, and thinks that I'm thinking.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know if he's one of those guys, but who knows? Maybe he can take a little gamble at the end.
I hope he does. I think that's just part of the fun of Randomizer anyway, as far as I'm concerned. So I certainly hope he does.
For the restream's sake, I definitely hope so.
Oh yeah, for restreamers, definitely, yeah.
So yeah, Eris is going very thorough, not leaving anything behind. You've seen this chest now.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised, to be honest. I like it, but I'm surprised. I'm not sure if I would have expected it from Eris. But...
Yeah, from my general perception of what Eris wants to do in Seeds, I wouldn't say I'm surprised, but it's definitely quite thorough.
Yeah.
Because even if you're a more full clear type of player, it's very tempting to just, go Snowhead Temple. Who cares, right? She's getting like the worst patterns of all time too.
Yeah, this is always awful. Yeah. To just get the same 2 over and over again. Yeah. All right, let's see. It's big. It is.
Light arrow. Let's see.
Nope.
Oh, it's a sword.
What a bait. Let's go.
Worth it.
That's definitely not the worst you could have gotten.
I'm kind of a fan of Gilded Sword, not having to pause for it. That's nice.
For sure.
Going
I
back
mean, they
to
don't have Great Fairy Sword yet, so can't complain.
What is there in Clocktown, real quick? Oh, wait!
Wait, what?
You should extend further. Because this is for cheating the keg trial, isn't it? Like you pre-buy it thinking, wait, what? She has been to North, right?
Yeah, Camaro though.
Oh, Kamado, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Eris is inverted, so if you want to have a little bit of sweat, everyone, this is, on the edge of Moon Crash playthrough.
Ooh. I'm not sure if she's gonna get near, but...
You know what? I think this is actually good. if you really want to pre-buy the keg for keg trial. I personally usually don't care for it. If it's like couples mask there, I accept that I'm not getting it if I can't buy if I have to soar to buy a keg. But given that this also does Camaro on the way, it's kind of nice. It's it's a small thing you can add up in order to just not, blatantly buy keg out of nowhere. But there is more.
Yeah, oh, back to Clocktown, okay. Wait, what's left in SBI? Oh, Toilet Hands, of course, yeah.
Talk about thoroughness, wow. I gotta say, I definitely like it. Yeah, oh my god, yeah. I just looked at Sam's screen and then Letter to Cafe is on the the hookshot chest, and remembering that the land title deed is on day 2 grotto, those locations that you will never go to again. So I definitely respect this play more and more and more, and maybe it's just the correct thing to do.
Sure, yeah.
Although,
also, yeah,
see.
Mask of Sense on Toilet's Hands.
Could come up in the future, but
it
will not, because Gibdo is behind Wallet. That's...
Oh wait, well you could get. Oh wait, no, you're right.
It's completely redundant. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's lame.
Oh, that's no so pig mask seed today.
Boo.
I gotta say, I think I lean towards more just going Snowhead Temple right away, but the variable for doing Kamado and Toilet Hand first is buying that keg as the premium.
Right, so, but my wonder.
Choice, but...
Yeah, I'm just wondering, wouldn't you like to reset cycle before going Snowhead Temple then, if you're going this route? Because now you can still get screwed over by Gold Dust.
I think I just take the Gold Dust because, like, I think it's it's between resetting cycle, resetting your paper, and I would say your Kamado time of day, but you can route Kamado in several different ways after resetting cycle. So yeah, it's more about the not resetting the paper versus valuing that Gold Dust way too much. Gold Dust is one of those things. At one point, if it's late enough, it's like if you have to do a little bit of a few locations and not care about it, and if you get trolled by it, you just accept it. I think this is one of them. You can't really play around literally everything at all times. You can, but when you're trying to really save those small margins of time, that might not be the best choice.
No, that's fair. I did forget about the Swamp Deed and the Keg Trial. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, it's fine to do anyway. I just really like staying on first cycle or first day, in case anything comes up.
Yeah, but sometimes the game takes you for a ride. And those temporary items not being going away with Song of Time, they're definitely a main part of it.
Mm-hmm, for sure. All right, and we do not have chest fairies. That's right.
You know what? We also don't have 4th bottle on Sam's side. He's going to PF again. That's time and time lost, unfortunately, for our French Canadian, right? Hero.
You tell me. I don't know.
I think so. People can correct me if it's not.
Yep, another heart container.
How many of these have we gotten yet? At least 3, but I wasn't counting.
Oh, has it been 3 already? Okay, yeah, there you go.
No, at most 3, because 3 plus most. 3, the max. Yeah.
I can only remember 2, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really keep track of it. They have double defense anyway, so even if they stay at 3 hearts, it doesn't even really matter.
Yeah, double defense I do remember, along with the sword upgrade in the PF exterior, because that was very iconic and traumatized me, how bad that location was.
Traumatized? Jesus.
Yeah.
It was that bad?
You go to PF exterior in Pinnacle Rock, you think you're gonna find items, but you found out that you wasted those 2 trips. Very emotional,
Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. I mean, it's not like you had much of a choice that part of the seed anyway. So far, Snowlight Temple has been useless, by the way. My god.
Yeah, so far nothing. So if Sam decides to do something cute, huh? Maybe? Oh yeah, yeah, Goat and Spring for sure. We can't count this out.
Oh yeah, there's still plenty of checks left.
So yeah, if you look at
Yeah.
looking at a Sam gamble here for restream's sake, you have to be have to have a lot of heart for that.
Oh, actually, just to be clear, I only have 5 always hints written down, but I think these settings have 6, right?
Yeah, 6 are gonna show up in total, so I might be
Okay.
missing the last one. I definitely spaced out a little bit. It would be
Yeah,
our last hint.
it's probably in springtime anyway. Or maybe... Let's see, how many does the bot have? Also 5, yeah, okay.
I think Ocean Spider House Day 1 was also hinted, right? As in always? I'm pretty
Yes,
sure it
it
was.
was. Yeah.
So that's the 5th among the ones from the command. So we are waiting for either Goron Race or Seahorses.
Yeah. And chat, as far as Foolishes go, we have Road to Ikana, Woodfall Temple minus Song, and then we also have Stone Tower, so we do have all of our Foolishes. I just think, yeah, I think the bot is not updated yet. Oh, probably because I did not update it in Discord. My bad, guys.
Right, Zera's gonna go for arrows or the big sword.
Yep. Also doing Ocean Spider House Day Chest, or not Day Chest, the chest.
Yeah, it always sucks to look at this amount of thoroughness from the person who's behind, but you gotta do what you gotta do. It's would be hard to try to skip that, mind read how the race is going.
Yeah, I mean, it's always just hard to gauge how far you are behind or ahead in a race anyway.
I think the pattern was a little bit better than Eris's, right? It sucked, but maybe I think it cost less time.
Maybe. It depends on how you go about solving the pattern. There's multiple ways anyway.
Eris doing the arrows. Eris, probably one of the more classic runners. Doesn't want to go for the bomb big sword.
Yep. Actually, I don't know if that's better with Gilded. If you, well, if you have Gilded, if the bomb strat is better.
Yeah, there are the timing issues and also the issue of where the blue warp is, having to like where Goron go all the way over there. I just like the bomb big sword strat because you will absolutely never get trolled there. It always goes the same way every single time. So
that's a good point. I've never thought about that.
when it comes to Stalagmite trolling, or if I'm on a if I'm on a low variance day, I don't want to say that I'm bad. Oh, there's Wallet for a Gib though.
Okay, there you go.
But yeah, if I'm having a low variance day and for some reason I mess up the arrows, it's nice to not have to deal with it.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh man, and the seed continues to play itself. We have Wallet for the scrub, for Gyptomask. Yeah, it's just chilling right now for Eris.
You can enter Ikana, hit the owl, but logically, all we can do and go say hi to the scrub and enter a grotto. The scrub, which has
sure.
nothing, as hinted.
Well, you can go to graveyard. Oh my god, there's
Never
line
mind.
arrows!
Shrine time, baby, let's go!
Oh my god. Is it
Eris
happening
is
again?
licking her lips right now with this light arrow.
And Darmani is also coming up.
True.
Which is something that we also don't see too often in seeds. But this seed, there was a Sphere 0 lens. So surely this has something, right?
I gotta say, I think it's a good feeling when you get this post-snow head Camaro heal. It's the best way to ever try to do it efficiently. Always like it.
Yeah. Oh, and a postman's hat, alright.
It's gonna combo really nice with the Song of Time for the Graveyard and Ikana entry.
Oh my god, you're right. What? Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I gotta say on this mid-late game, if you look at Eris' screen, it's basically Majora playing by playing by the locations where you already have the max requirements for and respecting that. And on most seeds, it actually works. So, you know, it's kind of a, I wouldn't say it's math, but you know what I mean.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I suppose you could call it like risk assessment, and then just going for what seems to be the least risky. And so
Yeah,
far, that's worked out.
I'm gonna go for the pre-bomb keg here. Very, very safe.
Yeah. I assume that the... I wonder actually, can the keg get like unloaded or cold? I guess maybe not.
I don't think so. I've never seen it. I don't think there's a variable for this. Like, it's gonna, what, go out of render distance or something? I don't think that's the thing.
Okay.
The keg for the keg trial takes way too long to explode, but here, you know, you can overlap it with a billion different things.
Yeah.
Like Eris did with going through the tunnel chest.
Just a bit of junk. And yeah, so what are we looking for? The only item that... Okay, so Mirror Shield is going to be our sort of casino item potentially, and, you know, other than that, nothing.
Yeah, from here we gotta look up on when we get the Graveyard Song to see if it's actually the right one, and if you're only looking for ice, or if Mirror Shield is on display too.
Yeah.
And if it's for Mirror Shield, Ikana is very much open whenever we find Ice Arrow. There's the whole Ikana package. Both Poe and Pamela will be in play if that's the case.
Yep. Oh, that's a Garo mask.
I guess you take
totally
it.
Useless. Totally useless.
No, I mean, in Eris' position, since she already cheated the thing, you take it.
No, you're right.
You won't get Gib though if you care about going to well. You would have to reset Scrub again. So came in nicely.
Right. No, it's actually perfect. You're right. Wait, what? Oh my god. The seed continues to be perfect.
Like I've been saying, always pre-route the keg trial. Always buy the keg, guys. Prioritize it. I've been saying that.
Sure. Oh my god.
So tons of safety here for Eris as well. Looking at back half a cape and then deliver the mount title deed. Yeah, the mount title deed was also an issue for keeping the cycle for so long. And Eris is gonna be max thorough here and go for the back half a cape checks too.
Yep. I mean, but surely skipping beavers, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Right?
Looking I mean, you're guaranteed to get the hints in Ikana Canyon now, right?
You still don't have the 6th always, right? Because Eris is still reading.
No, right, but I think you're guaranteed to get it in either Rota Ikana or Canyon.
Yeah, surely. Yeah.
Actually, no, because... Well, hold on. There's one gossip left in Swamp Spider House, and then... There should be another one somewhere else.
I think it's possible to get the Canyon over the Ocean Title D trade gossip.
Yes, that one.
The Spider House one.
Yeah.
But very unlikely, but it is up for grabs.
Yeah.
But I think if there's a enormous last location where you're running out of stuff, I think it is worth considering entering Spider House to go for that hint. If it's this exact pattern, if the seed gets this bad, so it's good to keep in the back of your mind. But let's be real: is it gonna happen? Too unlikely.
Yeah, probably not.
But we do have Picto Box and Goron Race is available, so...
That's true. I mean, Sam could make one of the ballsiest plays ever and just do an unhinted Goron race.
That has something, I don't know, I'm immediately donating organs or something. That's insane.
It could happen.
Good.
Yeah, okay. Zora Hall being junk, but that's alright.
More soaring for what else, Eris?
In Clocktown? Oh,
I mean,
well, I
come
guess
on.
maybe she wants to get back too. I don't know how far she's along for that.
Oh, that's true. Oh, and okay. Oh, sorry. I just a lot of things came up to mind. Bank 3 came up to mind, but that's not anything. But that's not the ocean title deed, right? That's the I think Bank 3 is the letter to Mama. My brain immediately thought of a world if ocean title deed was there. You know, 3 hours deep into the city, you get it just to get the hint. But
Sure.
I'm dreaming way too much.
Yeah. No, it was letter to Mama, just not required.
I guess this was a little tiny push to get Bank 2 done, and we'll go all the way to the Ikana exit here before doing Song of Time. You know what? It's understandable. Rolling down from the Ikana out to the graveyard is a nice way to do it. So you know, even though you don't get it on the way in, it's not the biggest deal. So if you wanna get Bank 2 done safely, and that's it.
Sure. Isn't it? I don't know. I feel, isn't it just less efficient to do this, or?
I'm thinking of like you're taking this trip to Clocktown to go all the way up to the Ikana L. So I imagine that you, for example, I'm thinking you go to the Ikana L and you're gonna go up until you go far away up until a certain point to maybe maximize your overworld trip. And the next cycle, yeah, I think no matter what way you look at it, it is an extra soaring that you're trading out with the little money thing. But you know,
Yeah.
it's yeah. I think that the most I'm getting at is that it's not the end of the world, but
No, well, I think Fox brought up an even better point that you're scouting for potentially Goran race hints.
yeah, I'm thinking of a way that this would have to come before graveyard. But you know, if you get the hint of the ice arrow on the always, and then you do captains, and it's a oath to order, then you skip the rest of graveyard. But as the single reason for you to take this extra sword, that's definitely not it. Anyway, I think the margin is really small. I think at most we're talking about saving one single song of soaring here if you
Oh,
tally
sure.
everything up.
Yeah. Also, this means well, no, never mind, never mind. I was gonna say maybe this means that Goran Race cannot have ice arrows because, you know, otherwise this gossip wouldn't be available. Actually, that is what it means, yeah. In any
Oh wait,
case, it
yeah.
doesn't matter because Goran Race is foolish.
Oh, okay, yeah. But yeah, hint logic should be a thing, right? Because of the ice arrow itself. That's a really good point. But it could be for mirror shield, so that goes out
Yeah.
the window.
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah, I think hint logic there does exist. I think it's only for the because it's an ice arrow. It's only for the Pohut hint. The other two they can be done. Ocean Title Deed was each one. Let me. Oh, Ocean Spider House Day 1. So yeah, it would be an accessible hint for the ice arrow, the scrub
Yeah.
far away one.
Yeah, I was contemplating whether both had to be available, but yeah, you have to have both gossip hints available for it to be, you know. If one of them is inaccessible, then it cannot hint the item. I'm pretty sure that's how the randomizer hint system works.
Yeah, and because it's for ice arrow, we're only talking about one single stone here, and mirror shield's available. It's enough gossips are available too, but yeah.
Also, I'm not sure why Eris went to check this gossip because we have all the hints now. Like after that Iconic Canyon gossip, we have all the hints.
Yeah, I guess that was a little bit of automatic, but oh wait,
Yeah, maybe.
just on Upside House. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's a pure mistake.
Bit of a
but-
time loss, not too bad, but you know.
Sam
It's
definitely would like
alright.
it, although it's a long stretch. The time difference.
Yeah. Yeah, it's looking. I mean, I can definitely tell you, I would have lost very hard to Eris this seed because my god, I know it's not over yet, but Jesus,
You would have
Eris
done
been
ranch and then
making
human
so
ranch.
many good decisions. Yeah,
Like you would have done a day 3 ranch plus human north, everything right. Oh, and
absolutely.
Sam is doing the folk keg. I mean, do you really? It's between this and setting observatory in order to get the better mask, so to speak. I don't know, man. Sam, I'm sorry, Sam.
Well, you lose money to put towards bank 2, I guess. I don't know.
I
I
mean,
think it might actually turn out to be relatively equal to do
I mean,
either of the
you
two.
can route around the money. I don't think that's the problem. You have light
Yeah.
arrow, and in Termina Field, money is infinite. So
I mean, Termina Field, like getting the Termina Field scrub to get there again it takes a long time. This might be faster.
I mean, it's a couple of bomb jumps over the
Yeah,
fence.
but you still need to watch the scrub go into the hole.
And here you have to
I don't know.
walk. And here it's even worse because you have to watch the baby walking like a crab.
Like
I
a
am not gonna
crab.
get
What?
over this animation. What is he thinking?
I mean, it's like a baby. It can barely walk.
Oh yeah, sure. And you know the kids in my family, they walk sideways when they're this small. You know, it happens all the time.
Yes. Well, it's a Goron baby. They're not great in the head, right?
When I was a kid, I played the. I mean, it's hardly a game. It's just something stupid. But I played the thing where you spin around in place just to just to get dizzy.
Oh, sure, yeah.
You know, the child's version of something, PG-13 stuff. By the way, I would. Okay, yeah, I played around with that, but I didn't walk sideways, for God's sake. And yeah, I was gonna say these whole like spinning things. I'm an adult now. I'm reaching deep adulthood, and can't do that, man.
And you still do it?
Absolutely
Oh,
can't.
okay. You don't do it. Okay.
Spinning. I was in a birthday party that had like one of those. It wasn't a small buffet, but it had one of those spinning things that amusement parks had, and I took a few rides along with other people, and like after the second or third one, I'm like, I need to stop. I need to just sit down and be alive. It's and, other people are like, what? No, one more.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same. Oh, that's Oath, by the way. No mirror shield required. It's GG. Well, it's not GG,
We got an
but
we Yeah, we do have an pure
yeah,
ice arrow hunt here.
yeah, it
And
looks
guess
pretty
what?
bad.
All the stuff in Upper Ikana, it's all off the table. So
Yeah.
literally count the checks available because they are it. Those are literally it. We are approaching the end of the seed, and it's barely a last location to play out.
Okay. So, is there anything besides Shrine that we can do?
Shrine, Beavers, Gossips, and
No, not
anything
Beavers,
else?
because we already have all the. Oh wait, no, sorry. Wait, Beavers is sometimes. Yes. Okay. So
Yes, it
Beavers. And what else? We don't have Romani's mask for sound check. Oh right, we can dip GBT.
Yes, I was thinking about that.
Oh, and you know what?
That's a good
Smithy
one.
1. Smithy 1 is now available.
That is true.
So there's something. But yeah, obviously you just go Shrine, you get your ice arrows in GG.
True.
Oh,
but
and chat says Deku Playground. That's fair too.
oh my, yeah, hasn't been done. I guess you try to maybe do Smithy and then Deku Playground to kind of get through day 2 and reap the benefits, but that's about it.
Yeah.
There's
Or
a-
maybe this big chest is just ice arrows and we're chilling. No, okay. Wait, there's the second magic. Okay.
But yeah, you know what? I think at least, in terms of the very little things that you can do to be slightly more efficient. There are not many, but here you warp to Ikana Canyon, you get a few rupees. Eris maybe is not gonna do that. But if there's anywhere for you to farm for the future Smithy 1, I think it's literally here. Because
Yeah.
if you're gonna go through Termina Field, you probably should be doing Gossip Stones, and you don't want to do that.
Oh, did we see Bank 2 already? Or. I don't remember.
Eris completed it, right? You should have, because you took
The last
freaking
thing I
sword to
remember was them getting like 350 in the bank. No, sorry, 450 in the bank, but I don't remember if they completed yet.
Yeah, I think Sam had a bunch with only one wallet, but
Okay.
I didn't vividly see Bank 2. That's true.
Oh yeah, I do want to talk about that second magic because do you remember where Captain's Hat was?
Oh God.
Because
No.
I'm wondering about that not required magic now. How does that make any sense? Where?
Yeah, I need I need a spoil or someone in chat who was actually watching the race, not us, but tell us where the captains was because of the trying to track that magic.
Oh yes,
You
it
only
was in
need
Woodfall.
captains and bombs though, so that's not hard to get
Yeah,
the.
no, yeah, it was in Woodfall, so it's totally yeah. You could have easily done it before Aliens.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, that solves it. Thank you, Saber.
Yeah, this is what Bunny Hood for a bow for Zora and Zora was in town archery, or am I confusing seeds? Zora was somewhere. That for Deku for captains.
Yes,
then
yes,
for
yes,
this. And Bomb Bag was in like 30 stupid locations. Blast Mask too.
I'm wait. Oh right, okay. So GBC Lullaby was Wath for springtime. What did we get? Light arrows.
Yeah, Light Arrow. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about it, but yeah, that was he had to track that down.
I mean, I was just looking. I was like, wait, can't we just get ice arrows? But no.
Yeah, not yet. Eris is actually using nuts here. That is a lot of work.
That's pretty hype.
Always like
I
to
mean,
see nuts.
you have
on-
Gilded Sword, but you know.
Yeah, because Gilded Sword, you need it's not one hit on these Dinolfos. So yeah. You have a minor inconvenience you have to play around. That's a good choice, can't say it isn't.
Sure.
I just like to wing it, and when it comes to these Dinolfos, I try to jump slash the first one, but if it doesn't happen, it's not a big deal. But when you spin them and they take a hit, they will immediately try to breathe fire into you. There's a small window of time, but it is more than enough that you can reapproach them again and spin, so they get hit and you don't.
Yeah, that's a fine strat.
Or you just use Goron, because, yeah, they have it.
Actually, fun fact about that. Usually I do that, and one time I switched to Deku, and then I voided out. And it turns out that if you do that, then you can no longer get the final reward.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
Wow, I've never done.
I think the same thing happens if you soar out or something, but yeah, if you void out like that by getting burned, then yeah, you're done for that cycle.
Oh wow. By the way, I'm never the guy to pay attention to these things, but yeah, happy 2 hours, everyone.
Oh right. Oh, we have not done that this this race.
Remember 1 hour ago? Happy 1 hour back then. That was awesome.
Yes, happy 1 hour, guys. Oh yeah, I think people usually say thank you for our trackers. We have Saberstorm and Basepoint tracking today. Shoutouts to our runners Eris, BTW, and JustSam SR. 2 great runners. We'll see where the race ends up, and thank you, Spec, for commentating with me today.
Yeah, thank you too, Yukis. When are you playing this game again, man? You're too good.
No, well, I'm definitely not good. Well, I have been playing. I've just been playing glitched, no logic max sanities. Not too interested in playing standard anymore. I like watching it though.
Yeah, I do like some glitches. I don't, but I don't think I would play those seeds because I want to guarantee that I'm gonna finish it. And a lot of times it's like you get bombs and oh, I can just hover here, hover there, hover there, hover there. I'm like
sort of, yeah.
hovering.
I mean, I do them segmented because some of those seeds are way too long to do in one sitting for me.
Yeah, that's true. Probably have to stop to look up YouTube for the Zora fly into load zone XYZ. You know.
There's some pretty messed up stuff in there. Oh, there's Ice Arrows. And that is go mode.
Secret Shrine Wart once more letting us beat the seed, and this is go mode for Eris, and soon enough for Sam, maybe sooner if he decides to do a cute order. But yeah, this is it. You know, calculate the minutes they're away from each other and see how much it is.
Yeah. And really, it seems like less time between them than I would have expected.
Yeah, it's on a few minutes range, right? Should be.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Sam could do right side shrine first, and then save a bit of time that way too.
Yeah, and I definitely advocate for always wart last, but that's
Oh, really?
what he
Okay.
does.
I always just do right side first, then just work my way.
In terms of movement, it's absolute trash, but I don't care. It always goes de novos, Garo, and Wizrobe.
What? Oh
Wart.
my
So
God.
it's a full zigzag, and movement inside the shrine, hopping to things. I so don't care about that. I'm just gonna go from the easiest to the worst.
Hey,
I mean, there are situations where you absolutely know you will never, in any shape or form, bail from Shrine, where it doesn't matter, and you already have full equips, but I don't know, I just stick to that.
Yeah. No, that is fair if you just have like Kokiri sword. I could definitely see myself doing ward last, but yeah.
Eris was looking a little bit. I think she had respected the bats too much. By the way, I was gonna talk about something. It already happened like 3 minutes ago. But if you saw Sam's Graveyard Day 2 and the way he came back from the Iron Knuckle fight, go back to the VOD and watch that strat. Because he didn't do the Goron thing, he did the bat recoils. It's like you go to the little small wall that is straightened out. It's like side hop backflip, get hit by the bat, and then you backflip by recoil, and then backflip by recoil again. This is the first time I've seen. This is the second time I've seen this method. I don't know if you also did it, but I think it's fascinating because I was also trying to find a strat for it, and the ones I had are not that reliable. They are reliable, but not the most reliable. So it's really cool.
Yeah, I think people should definitely not be afraid to do it because I looked at it and it's pretty lenient. Like it's not like you have to have like a perfect side op setup or whatever. You can kind of just wing it.
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm repeating myself from another race I commented with Cemetery. There's the small strip of wall that I won't say it's a pillar. It's next to a wall that is slanted. You know it when you see it. If you just go with Link up to that thing, the bats will still not activate. So if you just go to that location, you can take your time and do whatever setup you want. The bats will not bother you.
Sure. Yeah.
So doing these kind of setups, it's way better than you think. And Eris getting a little bit of trouble with the left side long jump, missing twice.
And Sam is doing right side shrine first, so a little bit of time save. Oof, yeah. Yeah, I really like, for this trick, just going to the center, you do 6 side ops left, and then you're in perfect position.
Oh, that's a setup I never heard of, wow.
Yeah, it's great. And then you just do, what is it again? You just slash to the ledge, or sorry, you pull out bomb, slash to the ledge, and then you just target the, whatchamacallit? I forget what the enemy is called. You just target the enemy, and that's pretty much it.
My favorite one is from a low percent speedrun that is, I think it was executed by Tinper. It's like, it's the lowest amount of items that is not SRM. It works with Blast Mask, that's why it's so good, and you can pause buffer it too. It's the align with the boxes, crouch stab, full backflip, shield turn right, stab forwards, and then you pull the bomb and long jump forwards, clicking target midair. Yeah. That's my favorite, lengthy setup because I'm either 8 or 80. I either do that or I do the full gas paddle running one. You roll jump over the gap, pull the bomb as soon as possible, get the fastest possible. I like either to do that or I go back to the lengthy setup.
Yeah. Well, the nice thing about the nice thing about the 6 side ops to the left, it works with both blast mask and bombs. So.
Oh, that is really good.
Yeah.
It's really good to get a setup that works with Blast Mask, and I don't think it's maybe talked about enough or valued enough. But you really want to. There are spots where you really want to do that long jump, and you only have Blast Mask.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'll make a video on it and post it in the strat discussion because it's pretty useful. Yeah. It's not even that slow anyway compared to going beelining straight for the place.
Yeah, I think all the setups that are not literally doing the run and gun, I think they're gonna they're kind of interchangeable in terms of time, you know.
Yeah.
They're like small seconds away from each other, but in general, if you're doing a lengthy setup, you're gonna just waste a little bit of time that is gonna be there anyway, in all of them.
Yeah, but I mean, just thinking in my head, comparing, going straight for it and not. How many seconds do you even lose? I'm thinking you might lose 2 or 3 seconds. It's pretty negligible.
Yeah, I know that the running method that definitely saves quite a bit of time. Maybe like on like around 8 seconds, maybe more. But
You think so?
the lengthy setups are very different, very small difference between each other.
I even think just between not doing the setup and the setup, I think you barely save any time.
Nah, if you do it, I mean, I would have to see your setup for sure. But if you do the run and gun, it's blazing fast.
Yeah,
it's very fast.
I'll have to compare it after this. I'm curious. Yeah.
And like I said, you roll jump over the gap, and you already pull the bomb as soon as possible.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as Saberstorm, who's tracking with us today, mentioned in chat, Sam did warp last too. He did not do right side counterclockwise.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I saw a light arrow hitting a Wizrobe, but yeah.
Oh,
so
I'm sorry.
no
Apparently, I was not paying attention. My bad.
I didn't precisely count. Maybe get the Twin Mohar container time from here, but is Sam like 5 minutes? I think.
That sounds about right. Well, no, it would not be 5 minutes, right?
Let's try
it's kind of hard to gauge because Eris messed up the bomb jump a bit.
I mean, that's included with the package, the execution mistakes goes both ways. But yeah, from here,
sure.
counting those mistakes, I guess we're gonna have a notion.
Yeah.
Win mode fight is also variable, so that's gonna be included too.
True. That's a good point. They don't have Fierce DD. That's a shame. I guess it makes it more interesting to watch.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think about completely taking Fierce DD off the pool and playing with that?
Oh, is that up for discussion?
It's an idea, definitely, and I gotta say I kind of dig it. It's fun because
that's interesting.
If you look at the implications, right?
I mean, that's what I'm wondering. Like, are there even that many implications in standard for Fierce DD not being on? I don't
They're
know.
very small. For example, the little go mode tempo ordering. The main thing, of course, is like, one guy is not gonna have Fierce DD over the other. That's gonna be less variance. But then you crank up the skill, pretty much only in twin mode. You crank up the skill a little bit more.
Yeah. Actually, now that you mention it, I kind of like the idea, but especially because it kind of, bridges the gap between not having FD and having it for the Majora fight. Definitely takes a lot more skill to do Majora without FD, if you want to do it fast.
Yeah, exactly. I would be interested in putting all this stuff to the table. I mean, of course, I can't deny that I'm speaking from a point of view that I've practiced this game quite a lot, and a lot of people maybe they might want a Majora and Twin Mode bailouts every now and then, but I think it's at least worth taking a look at.
I like it in the sense that, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, generally with the randomizer, you want to emphasize execution over randomness via routing, and removing FD would definitely do that.
Yeah, reducing the variance in general by these specific items, I definitely agree with that. Trying to do that whenever it's possible, whenever it makes sense.
Yeah. And it's not like there's interesting tricks on with FD at the moment. Not that I can remember, at least.
Yeah, it's just basically FD during bosses. It's not even FD anywhere, so
Yeah.
it's just a little boss speed up for the 5 guys.
Oh, sorry, yeah, FD Anywhere is not even on. Never mind. Wait, is it on in standard? I forget.
No, it is not.
No,
Come
it's
on,
not.
man.
Okay, yes. I'm sorry, I genuinely had to think. I for a second I thought that it was on, but you just weren't allowed to do pretty much anything.
Oh, there's something
Okay,
a little bit relevant here. Eris just voided out as Goron on the lobby water wheel, and is only double timing now. I don't know how fast Eris's execution is, or if even Sam could bridge the gap by just this. But usually you wanna double time much sooner. With FD, probably before twin mode. But even without, if you have top of the line execution, or at least expect to do so, should have double time much earlier. She might wait a little bit. Don't know what Sam is gonna do though.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a really good GBT, it's hard to say. I think if you have a really good one, you are looking at about 5 hours of in-game time to spend on GBT.
Yeah, I don't know the exacts, but from my experience, it's like as soon as you spawn inside GBT, you should have already double time much earlier. That's basically the gist of it.
Well, yeah.
For example, a classic graveyard for last temple, and then it's a Grey Bay temple, or even any of the other ones, of course. But if it's Grey Bay temple specifically, you still should be double timing as soon as possible as you enter graveyard, the grave.
Well, it's just anywhere you can get, you can double time without seeing the cutscene. Just do it there because, you're never gonna moon crash. I mean, unless your execution is just that horrible. But
Nah, yeah. With one temple, even with two, obviously it's a much different context. Probably not even gonna double time, or we'll have inverted from a previous playing the same cycle. But yeah, I'm not gonna moon crash. Eris also missed the little Jesus walk here on the green turnkey, the high ledge grab.
A rip.
I mean,
for chat. Oh yeah.
I know it's silly to trying to count on the fingers the mistakes, but we looking at Sam's point of view, if he can come back, very difficult. But
yeah. No, yeah, to be clear, like, Eris has been playing this seed freaking amazing, but yeah, the only reason why we're harping on about this stuff is because we're curious if Sam can come back in any way. And so far, he has come back a lot more than I ever would have expected like an hour ago. It's a lot closer than I thought. But still, for the moment, I don't know.
I think we're seeing generally good execution from both sides. Like,
yeah.
I can't even remember like major mistakes or anything that I didn't literally talk about immediately.
Sure. I think most of what we talked about is just, routing decisions.
And yeah, if Sam is on point, he will have a top of the line Grey Bay temple. Yeah, and the bonk here mistake for Eris. Eris, come on, get your stuff together. Gotta win this.
You really need it. Yeah. Okay.
The backup for this is awkward, but it does exist. You just have to retarget while looking in the same direction as if you were in the tunnel. It's less of an issue as it seems, and Eris did that perfectly.
Yeah. There's also actually a backup where you can Zora dive on one of the the little legs that come out of the water. And they can do like a dolphin dive diagonally up. Yeah.
That's really funny.
I was messing around with that. But it's so inconsistent, it's actually crazy.
So yeah, as Saber just said, I was looking at the timer and I stopped looking. So 450 difference. So yeah, just under 5 minutes. Damn. In terms of randomizer, yeah, we always say this is a close race, right?
Yeah, well, it looks close, but yeah, 4 minutes and 50 seconds is a huge gap. That requires pretty much a death on Majora on Eris' side, I think.
Right. Eris trying to roll FD here. Just a dancing mask. That does not work with Majora.
Oh, actually, another one. Option, wow.
Man, I don't respect these chests that much. Hey!
Okay.
You wanna do Pamela? There's your mirror shield.
Yes, let's do Pamela.
So this is extra go mode.
This is almost tracker percent. Jeez. But yeah, both go mode. Sam is just now also not being that early with his double times, by the way.
Yeah, definitely earlier than Eris's. And as unfortunate as it is to talk, Eris's mistakes, you know, she's not going to be late for Majora due to that.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, on Sam's side, if you have a good GBT, this is still too late to do it. Like, you'd want to do it on Twin Mold.
Yeah, I definitely like pushing for those margins. Nice water wheel trick.
Yeah. Perfect. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I jinxed it.
I was talking about Eris's, so I didn't jinx it,
Okay,
at least.
well, I did. I was like, oh yeah, that's definitely gonna work. Nope.
It's tricky, like, a lot of times when you are in the water wheel, when you want to push forward or not, it depends, you know, if you're too forwards or not. Like the more forward you are, you want to wait as long as possible, kind of, when the thing is really high.
Yeah.
But if you're on the tip of it at the very beginning, you can just, you know, as long as it, like, a little bit more than 45 degrees maybe, and you can already go for it.
Yeah, I think you should also just not be afraid to, at the top at least, to just roll on the beam. It's pretty
Yeah,
wide.
exactly. If you hit the beam, or even if you go towards the red pipe that is, you know, up there, and kind of slide back a little bit, you still get it if, you know, a bunch of these things happen.
Yeah.
And yeah, I consider it a good sign if you end up very high on the water wheel and end up rolling on the pipe. For me, that's always a good sign. Like, you're gonna get it. It's gonna be messy, but you're gonna get it.
Unfortunately, the GBTs from both sides are looking pretty much the same. Sam is not gonna save much time here.
The green valve high ledge grab trick, there's a love and hate relationship. I think every single runner, from my experience, there are times where I drop the timing. It happens less now, but yeah, it's something that you should always, like, re-practice, you know, actively thinking about it while you're doing it. Actively thinking about your timing. And Sam just decided, to screw it, gonna hook shot up.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, from his point of view as well. I mean, you're in the last dungeon. You know, you can feel the race ending. You haven't seen the completion yet from your opponents. Like, you have no idea. As far as you know, you might be winning.
Ooh, that's a dive, and yeah.
Yeah, this is...
No. I mean, that was a given from the get-go, but yeah, here we're definitely gonna get a Majora execution show from Eris towards the end. Likely gonna be the second grand finalist of the tournament.
Yeah, and your next opponents, right?
Yeah. If I know Eris' style, she's gonna be like, let's turbo schedule to tomorrow already, let's play. We'll probably take it at least game 1.
Yep.
Oh, another one for Sam, damn. Always hate to see it.
Yeah, messed up the recoil flip. That's a shame. Was
Last
still
match is
holding
kinda
down.
nice, right? Oh, sorry. If you have it and you wanna do it, because with Blast Mask you can like do a backflip and immediately pause, and then at the unpause you do a B shield.
Sure.
So if you don't trust your bombs at the moment, that's a good option.
Okay, getting it this time. A little bit too late, but, you know, we'll see. I've personally had a race where I was this far behind and still won. So, you know, it can happen.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna name names.
Reference one time or another, but yeah, man.
Yeah.
The other person can always die to Majora over and over.
It can happen, yeah.
And Eris didn't pick up a fairy. This is just 3 1/4 double defense, which is a lot, but
yeah.
I'm on the wimpy side. I don't trust this. I would at least slide into a fairy, if not bottle one, but I trust Eris to clutch this. Let's see.
Nah, it's fine. I mean, this is basically, what, 7 hearts? Okay, no.
Yeah,
6.5 hearts.
Yeah.
Man, I just realized I did not have any sound on for the past entire race of one of the runners.
Oh, I had for neither. I noticed, but I couldn't be. Couldn't be
Really?
bothered.
Wait, you couldn't be bothered to just press the volume button?
I don't know. It's like I see the Majora on screen. I'm like I don't have to hear it. I can see it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just some random thing, like yeah, watching without sound. So I was getting a little bit of trouble with the BK jump. I am now having a love and hate relationship with this one, so I totally get it.
Oh, with
back
this, yeah. It's just one of those tricks that sometimes you get it free, like 5 times in a row, and then sometimes you just can't get it ever.
Yeah, it's you really have to be on the edge of that crooked angle off the notch. 2 spin cycles here for Eris, going to the final phase. Alright, no health loss so far. Bomb bait onto the sort of the corner. Oh, got shoved for the head.
Okay.
Still do it. Ooh. On the corner without any heads aiming at lane. This should be very safe. You put the bunny hood here too. Goron works as well to approach safely.
And GFS makes quick work, and Eris is our winner and goes on to the next round against Spec.
Lean 2-0 victory too. One of the best skilled players we have in the game. GG.
GG. Sam really not far behind in the end. But, you know, just made some... I'm not sure I want to say 50-50 decisions that ended up not in his favor, but yeah. Eris just routed this seed incredibly well. There's just no going around it.
Yeah, it's not... You know, it's not... You know, I wouldn't say 50-50, but some plays that can... You know, they have their place, but unfortunately, Sam just got punished all the way by every single one of them that are mainly going day 3 ranch as human, especially when you're expecting... You already have one of the Keg plus Goron, even on an alien seed who is locking your hookshot, and then going north as human to, you know, maybe find Goron itself or some stuff, rather than taking a peek at that Swamp Grotto. Those things, I guess, ended up costing a lot Sam.
Yeah. I mean, really not bad decisions, because that ranch day 3, you had Mask of Truth and Bremen Mask. I mean, it's a totally fine decision to go there. It could have definitely had something like Gorn Mask in there.
Yeah, it was an
Never know.
immediate density boost. A few of the hints would be nice too, although they had a lot of them. Another thing that was rough was the 4th bottle placement for Sam. That certainly adds up.
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely a snipe from Eris there, because where was it? Like, Path to Snowhead Grotto?
I definitely agree. There's a world where you try to not go to the path to Snowhead. Oh, hello, to Snowhead
Hey.
Grotto, and you know, only do it when you go beat the temple. But yeah, Eris, I definitely like the play that Eris did, trying to get a ball there. And GG's, Eris.
Yeah, thank you. This was a bit messy.
You think so?
Absolutely.
I mean, from our point of view, you pretty much... I mean, you were playing very safe, but in a good way. I mean, everything kind of lined up, right? Or do you
Yeah, I
not
just
agree?
feel like, I mean, last seed I played these clock down mini games day 2, and I feel in this one I was like, okay, I'm 1-0. Then the East Clock Down with the hero pops up, and I'm like, but I hate Town Archery. Can I skip it maybe one time ever? Turns out I can't.
Nope.
In
Like
that
if you
beginning,
just do Town Archery day 2, if you just force it with the way of the hero, then you just get Goron for free and everything. I mean, I kind of salvaged it because I was able to still pull off Aliens Cycle 2. Didn't have to do an extra cycle, but it still felt kind of not so great, especially the PFE and the PR dip.
Yeah, that case with the East Clock Town with the hero, I think it's fine to just take the day two woods without, you have Bunny Hood and you don't have the other speed up stuff. I think it's fine to just take it and then get the East Clock Town with the hero routed with the day three Clock Town stuff. Maybe starting hide and seek and then finishing playing night, going to the hotel. I think it's fine because as you said, it's forcing day two there. Doing it a little bit more inefficiently. I think it's pretty much you're trying to snipe Goron Mask the way you said it. So yeah, just really solid doing that way.
Yeah. And I messed up at the beginning. I never ever checked room key in case you missed it.
Yes.
Yeah.
We noticed.
I
was
remembered
like,
it once, but yeah,
actually, my name's the other section now. I'm not doing room key.
yeah, true. The Fairy Guru Guru open with a few extra steps.
Yeah, now
Fairy
just,
in the bottom of the third day or whatever.
Yeah, just add skipping P-Hat Grotto or the Dongos in your fully spec. Or, sorry, spec, on the other section, yeah.
One thing that felt like a glove, in your route specifically, but I thought it was good in general, is that you start to get, for example, you got the Bremen mask, and then you got the Mask of Truth. Oh crap, Wrench has way too much density, and you're running out of stuff. And then Keg happening, and I think by then you already had Zora mask, if I recall correctly. So in my head here, I was.
First.
Yeah, so in my head, I was like, oh my god, going wrench here, it is necessary. You already have good hints, but it's way too many items. And then that keg popped up. Hookshot is gonna be behind keg, which is kind of the next stuff that is available, like, unlocking eggs, unlocking a few stuff in Zora Cape. So I immediately shifted from, oh my god, going wrench is the worst play of all time, please don't do it. And you did a little wrench skip and paid off. It was nice.
Yeah, as you said, once I got the keg and I still had an unfulfilled with the hero in East Clocktown and in Great Bay, I felt like it was an okay risk to take to skip the ranch there. Because it kind of felt like Goron was gonna be early with that hookshot.
Yeah, it was
true. Then
it
it came a little bit different than planned, but somehow it still turned out well, especially with that. I was so worried that the Moon's tier was somehow required with Deku, and then I have to go day 3 again to get the big chest. Yeah. But somehow it worked out.
And yeah, as you said, that was a big variable too, because you did have the 2 unfulfilled waths to look for. So it went from, Wrench is good because the seed is dry and it has a good chunk of items, to you already have 1 piece of the aliens puzzle. 2 unfulfilled Way of the Heroes. Maybe just go there right away, that's the time. And you're probably gonna find your other half, or a long path to your other half.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. It just felt kind of. Feel like, I get tilted very fast and making this silly mistake with the room key at the beginning. And then, it felt kind of weird, but.
Yeah, I can tell that from a race I had with you, I think, on season 3, that I missed Old Lady, and I did it again versus Alf. I think, that was yesterday, I think, and I was like, just be, think objectively, don't worry, don't panic, reroute it later or whatever. So yeah, that's room key skipping, not the end of the world, and you took the win with some comfort here. Did amazingly. It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, it all worked out, and now you're going up against Spec. How are you guys feeling about that?
I think this is very fitting for our grand finals.
I do have a little bit of a bone to pick after losing 8 seconds the last time.
Yeah, I was gonna say you knocked me off on season 3. I knocked you out on season 4 by a slim margin. Maybe some luck involved, but this is kind of we can settle the score from in this grand finals.
Exactly.
I assume it's going to be best of 5, right? Or best of 3 still?
I think it's still best of 3.
Okay.
Just 3, yeah, please.
All right.
I like this game, but 3 is enough.
Yeah, I'm definitely feeling a little bit of rando fatigue right now, especially since I'm playing a little bit of Link to the Past right now too. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm always in this mix of being jaded, but still got on such Majora junkie. Let's just play. So
Yeah, I mean, I still love Majora's Mask. It's still my favorite Zelda, and I love the randomizer. Even if it has its weaknesses, but I don't care.
don't worry. One thing that we are not getting too old for it. Don't
Yeah.
worry about that.
I'm already old. I don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, I choose to not think about it. Yeah.
Well, in any case, the tournament is going to be over soon with you two. And
Actually,
we'll
one
see.
thing, I
Oh,
think
yeah.
the bracket has a third place match, but I don't know. Obviously, I'm not sure if just
Right.
Sam and Alf want to play. I think that one's just voluntarily based, but it is in the bracket, so maybe it's happening, maybe not. I don't know. Like if I was in the seat, I wouldn't play it. I'm just saying.
If
Yeah, we'll have to
decide
see then.
they decide to do it, that's nice. Maybe play one game
Yeah.
or something.
Yep. We'll see when that's
Alright.
happening, if that's happening, and then yeah, Snacks, please take us away.
Sorry, I didn't want to like cut you off. You guys good or?
No, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in today. Huge shout outs to our two runners, JustSam and eris, as well as our two commentators, Spec and Ookies. And behind the scenes, shout out to our two trackers as well, Saberstorm and Basepoint. As these guys said, I don't exactly know when grand finals will be yet, but maybe soon-ish. I don't know. But on the ZSR front, we've got a bunch of random stuff going on today, but if you're looking for MMR, I don't think we have anything really coming up. Not for the next couple days now. Do you guys have any final thoughts before we head on out?
All good for me.
Same here.
Thank
right.
you for the restream.
Yeah, thank you, Eris, as well, for agreeing to be on and joining for this small little interview. But we're going to send you guys over to ZSR main, where they're currently doing a sub-goal reward thing, where Trez and Cemetery are running through some CDI Zelda games. But thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you all next time.